It's time for the COMC pregame show. Here's William Holtz and Chris Schneider.
And we're live in California, Missouri for Lake TV's Game of the Week. I'm William Holtz, joined by the great Chris Schneider, who makes his return. Boy, we loved having Pastor Ken Lumley last week, but I'm glad to have my partner back for tonight. And Chris, we have such a good one tonight. 2 1-3 teams, both better than the records indicate, who have played very tough schedules through the early going this year. Should be a real Tri-County Conference barn burner.
Yeah, these two teams played last year. California got out to a big lead, and then Osage almost came from behind and won in the fourth quarter. We might have another game like that tonight. The teams are better than the 1-3 records, and it'll be a big win for whoever comes out on top tonight.
We always love making the trip to California, Missouri. They're so hospitable, I guess is the word. They always welcome us with open arms. And tonight it's their annual homecoming night. And so as part of our Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show festivities, we've got the entire coronation ceremony live for you. We'll have that momentarily. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll get back to it here in just a moment. And after that, your coronation ceremony.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Loring. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
And we're back on our Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show here on Lake TV's Game of the Week. It's the Osage Indians and the California Pintos, both with a 1-3 record. Now, we've got your homecoming coronation ceremony just around the corner, but in the meantime, Chris, when I look at Osage, they got to be feeling good. They were 0-3, played the 3-0 arch nemesis Eldon Mustangs last week at home for their homecoming, and they blanked them 28-0.
They beat up on them, really. I mean, they ran over them. The run game really came alive for Osage. The defense shut them out, and that was a team that scored 75 points. That Eldon team the week before. That was a great win for the this Osage team. They'd love to keep that going tonight. And again, both these teams are better than the 1-3 records. The team that wins tonight, it's really going to give them a boost for the rest of the season. And whoever wins tonight, I think, is going to go on and have a pretty decent season. Whoever loses tonight is going to be a tough road to hoe.
No doubt about it. So as part of our COMC pregame show festivities, as promised, it's your 2022 California High School homecoming coronation ceremony.
Next, and the winning man of the contest is the Next, we would like to recognize this year's winning homecoming class, which is calculated by the percentage of students dressing up for Spirit Days and their placement in both the Powder Puff game and golf cart and banner decoration. In fourth place is the freshmen. In third place is the sophomores. In second place is the juniors. And the winning class of our homecoming Spirit Week is the senior class. They will receive donuts one morning next week. Congratulations. Our freshman homecoming princess candidate is Miss Claire Peterson. Claire is the daughter of Mark and Leisha Peterson. Her activities include being a member of FFA and the Lady Pinto volleyball team. Outside of school, Claire enjoys playing club volleyball. Our freshman homecoming prince candidate is Bowden Wasser. Bowden is the son of Casey and Brooklyn Wasser. His activities include playing football, basketball, and golf. During school, Bowden is a member of FFA and enjoys playing the piano and lifting weights in the body conditioning class. Our sophomore homecoming princess candidate is Miss Kinsley Goins. Kinsley is the school, she's a member of the Capital City Christian Church. Our sophomore homecoming prince candidate is Hayden Kilmer. Hayden is the son of Justin and Tammy Kilmer. His activities include playing football, basketball, and baseball, as well as being a member in FFA and FCA. Outside of school, Hayden attends the United Church of Christ, where he is an active member of their youth group. He also enjoys hunting, fishing, and hanging out with friends. Our junior homecoming princess candidate is Miss Hillary Rowney. Hillary is the daughter of Christopher and Michelle Rowney. Her activities include being involved in FFA, Student Council, and National Honor Society. She participates on the cross-country team, track team, academic team, and math team. Outside of school, Hillary attends the youth group at the Freshwater Church and is employed in McDonald's. She enjoys hunting, fishing, and spending time with her siblings, Melissa, Bradley, and Julia. Our junior homecoming prince candidate is Skip Liggins. Skip is the son of Bill and Kathy Liggins. His activities include playing football and being a student at the culinary program at the Nichols Career Center. Outside of school, Skip attends the First Baptist Church of California. He also works for the California Recreational Department as a lifeguard and referee. Our first homecoming king candidate is Peter Dam. Peter is the son of Doug and Beth Dam. His activities include being on the football, basketball, and track teams. Peter is also a member of FFA, National Honor Society, and choir. Outside of school, Peter is a member of the United Church of Christ youth group. Our first homecoming queen candidate is Miss Abby Brady. Abby is the daughter of Tony and Dana Brady. Her activities include Scholar Bowl, track, National Honor Society, math team, FFA, and DECA. Outside of school, Abby enjoys reading on the back porch, playing the electric guitar, and hanging out with her cousins. Abby is employed at 50 Speedway. Our second homecoming king candidate is Martin Kilmer. Martin is the son of Justin and Tammy Kilmer. His activities include being on the football and baseball teams and being a member of FFA and FCA. Outside of school, Martin is a member of the United Church of Christ youth group. In his free time, Martin enjoys hunting and fishing. Our second homecoming queen candidate is Miss Lauren Frederick. Lauren is the daughter of Brad and Stacy Frederick. Her activities include playing on the Lady Pintos volleyball and basketball teams and being a member of Sounds of Joy, Student Council, and National Honor Society. Lauren attends the United Church of Christ and is an active member in their youth group. Our final homecoming king candidate is Hunter Berenson. Hunter is the son of Brad and Julie Berenson. His activities include playing football, baseball, and basketball, and being a member of FFA. Outside of school, Hunter works for Steve Cook and is a member of the Annunciation Catholic Church, the Show Me 4-H Club, and the Missouri Junior Cattlemen's Association. Our final homecoming queen candidate is Miss Lainey Holtzclaw. Lainey is the daughter of Thad and Sarah Holtzclaw. Her activities include being a member of FCA, Student Council, and National Honor Society. Lainey is involved in both track and softball. Outside of school, Lainey is a member of Main Street Baptist Church. She does volunteer work for her church, local blood drives, and the Think Theater. In her free time, Lainey enjoys spending time with her family and friends. Crowning our homecoming princess is the 2021 homecoming princess, Miss Isabella Kincaid. Isabella is the daughter of Seth and Amy Kincaid. Crowning our homecoming prince is the 2021 Prince, Aiden Bryant. Aiden is the son of Kim and Shannon Bryant. Crowning our homecoming queen is the 2021 homecoming queen, Miss Bailey Loggy. Bailey is the daughter of Jerry and Carol Loggy. Crowning our homecoming king is the 2021 king, Adolfo Osio. Adolfo is the son of Ismael and Laura Osio. The 2022 homecoming prince is Hayden Kilmer. The 2022 homecoming princess is Miss Kinsley Goins. The 2022 homecoming king is Peter Dam. The 2022 homecoming queen is Miss Lauren Frederick. Thank you for attending this 2022 homecoming coronation ceremony. Good luck tonight, Pintos.
Camdenton. Quick Car Wash and Lube opened in March on Jack Corral Road, and you welcomed us with open arms. Thank you. As a locally owned business, we've served Jefferson City and Osage Beach for years with our monthly unlimited wash club. It's simple. Pull into our brand new tunnel on Jack Corral Road as many times as you want, all for one low monthly price. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional. Every time. In Jefferson City, Osage Beach, and now Camdenton.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve. At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
And we're back here in California, Missouri for Lake TV's Game of the Week, and it's a Tri-County Conference showdown tonight. The 1-3 Osage Indians travel into California, and California also 1-3 on the year. And Chris, for Osage, we'll talk about them first. You know, they were 0-3 through 3 weeks, come into homecoming last week against Eldon, and they really destroyed the Mustangs. 28-0 was that score. Limited penalties for Osage team. They took care of the football, and you weren't with us, but you were watching at home. What do you think looked different a week ago with the Osage Indians?
You know what really stuck out to me was their running game. And I know head coach Jolly loves to run the ball and kind of do everything off of that. In fact, he talked about that this week, that he would now like to be able to start throwing the ball a little bit more. But last week they got that run game going. They had some big, long runs and just pretty much dominated the offensive and defensive line. So I think, other than the confidence is probably the biggest thing coming out of that game, with a lot of that confidence, but just getting the run game going, because everything that Osage does is based off the run game.
Yeah, and if they get that going, we saw last week allows Vaughn, their quarterback, to really spread things out a little bit. Now, when I look at Osage, they came into that game a week ago. All the energy, all the hype was around the Eldon interior line, and that's where I saw a big difference for Osage last week. They won that point of attack against the Eldon Mustangs, opening up holes, getting pressure relentlessly on Hunter Hess when he was trying to pass. And the three players we spotlighted a week ago were those three senior linemen, Matt Barnes, Tanner Gardner, and Ashton Carter, and all three of them showed up a week ago. They were all over the stat sheet. They looked like men amongst boys. boys. And so I expect them to have a big night tonight. And when that run game gets going, it opens things up for Connor Vaughn, the quarterback for Osage. And one guy they want to get involved, you said Coach Jolly said they want to get the passing game involved, the senior wideout, Hunter Graber.
Yeah.
You know, all conference the last couple of years, one of the best receivers in the conference. I expect him to get involved tonight, and that's why he's the Jet Ski Play Spotlight Player of the game for Osage. He hasn't had a lot of involvement in the early going, and when you talk with Coach Jolly, he goes, man, when we get him going, it seems like the whole team kind of gets on his back. And so he said it's super important that we throw to him early because we want to get him involved. And so when I look at Osage's game plan, they may try to get that run game going, but look for them to find Hunter Graber early because I'm telling you what, such a stud for them, and he's had limited opportunities. And when he gets chances with the football in his hands, good things happen.
Oh, yeah, he's got great hands, and then he's got speed. So this kid is something else. I mean, he's been a starter for the last 3 years. And when Coach Jolly came in a couple of years ago, Osage changed the offense a little bit. They didn't throw nearly as much. And Hunter Graber, just being the great player, the great teammate that he is, he just bought in, doing everything he can to help this team, even if it's not been having a lot of catches. And now the team, they're hoping they're at a place where they can start adding that more into the mix on offense. And part of that is the quarterback being able to get him the ball. Great, Vaughn has got a great arm, strong arm. The accuracy is going to be key.
Yeah, he's going to have to be on target tonight because we'll tell you about California's defense here in a little bit. They've got some big-time playmakers on that defense. When you talk about Osage, Chris, obviously we told you about their line and how big they are. We told you about Graber. But, man, these running backs, between the three of them, we had Aiden Williams as our Lakefront Living Realty player of the game a week ago, just a sophomore, but he had such a good game, man. Really patient in his runs. He lets the line develop the play and then picks his holes wisely. And he's got that punishing finish to every run where he doesn't look to step out of bounds. He doesn't look to go down. He wants to hit somebody with the football in his hands. And, of course, the senior, Jackson Funderburk, he's really stout. And then, of course, the junior, Eric Hood.
Yeah.
We've seen him. Last week he had a touchdown catch. We've seen him with the ball in his hands. There's a good chance he's scoring every time he touches it.
He's a stud, man. I mean, and he runs hard. He will hit you hard. He loves contact, and that's what this Osage team is going to need tonight against. This is a pretty good California team. They're very young. A lot of youngsters. So in the years to come, the next couple of years, this Pintos team is going to be better and better. But they're pretty good right now. They have lost 3 games, 3 of their 4 games, but the teams they've played are 10-2.
Yeah.
And 2 of those teams are undefeated. So that 1-3 record is very deceiving. Look out for this California team. I think it's going to be a great game tonight.
No doubt, and we'll now direct our attention to the field for the California band's rendition of the national anthem.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift,
and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
Have you heard of vitamin IV drips at New Spring Wellness Center in Osage Beach? IV is a very efficient way to deliver all that goodness from vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, all in a hydrating fluid. Our IV drips can increase your energy level, your wellness, and help you feel great. We can accommodate groups in the comfort of our center in Osage Beach. However, we are excited to let you know that New Spring Wellness Center is also going mobile. Now you can save time and feel better by getting an IV vitamin boost at your event, like bachelor parties, weddings, golf outings, or even a company gathering. Call New Spring Wellness Center, and with a little pre-planning, we will come to you and boost your health.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the water tower in Laurie. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second-level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
While the financial services industry for years has focused on products, pricing, and performance, or things we refer to at SRG as the how, our focus for our clients has always been around their why. And without fail, over all these years, those whys have centered around family, occupation, and recreation. Think legacy issues, retirement, or achieving a work-optional lifestyle, and checking off those important things on that recreational bucket list. Our foundational approach remains a focus on the things that matter most to our clients and the things that together we can control. And where those two things overlap, that's where we live and work every day. That's SRG Financial and the Mile Marker Formula.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football from California, Missouri. And Chris, we told you about Osage. One guy I want to also mention, Derek Bradley, number 4. We see him active in all 3 phases of the game, and he's another special kid for Coach Jolly that's looking to make a statement in his senior year. And to me, after Osage got that first win, they really found their identity because you saw everything come together.
Yeah.
You know, everything up to that week, a week ago, was the Osage Indians playing better teams and trying to figure out who they were going to be. Last week, they looked really good, and they're going to look to ride that momentum tonight and hope to win their second in a row.
Absolutely, and the game, they've lost to some really good teams. Blair Oaks, ranked number 1 in the state, a good Jefferson City team. And the game they lost to Moberly, they felt they should have won that game. They gave it away with some poor special teams. I think they gave up 23 points on special teams in that one game alone, and that cost them the game. But they were able to come back. You know, when you lose like that, you start questioning everything. Everybody gets down a little bit. It reverses it when you win a game like they did last week. So they come in here sky high. They know about winning. They know what it takes, and they look to keep it going.
Yeah, and for all the California fans in City of California out there watching, they're like, hey, Osage isn't the only one who's played a really tough schedule up to this point in time, because when you look at the California Pintos, they're 1-3, but week 1 lost to Savannah, 47-34.
And Savannah's undefeated.
Incredible team that Savannah's got. They went to Fulton, dropped 61 points in their lone win, 61-34. The loss at Southern Boone, 29-28.
Yeah.
A game they feel like they definitely should have won.
Yep.
And then, of course, last week, Blair Oaks, you talked about. Everyone struggles with Blair Oaks, number 1 in the state. So for California, absolutely a tough schedule. And they're also feeling pretty good at 1-3 as they get into conference play under the direction of second-year head coach Seth Womack. And we really like Coach Womack.
Yeah, I got to talk with him down on the field a couple of minutes ago, and he said that at 1 point loss, we should have never lost that game, much like the Osage game that they lost, that they gave up 23 points in. He said, we had that game won, and we just messed it up at the end. But we're a young team, and we're learning every week, and we're growing every week. And so they kind of feel good about where they're going. It's better to lose those games earlier in the season than later in the season. and he knows that. And Seth Womack is a great coach. This guy has won everywhere that he has gone, and he's bringing that here to California with him as well.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And what's great about the high school football season in Missouri, Chris, is, you could go 0-9 in the regular season. And if you're playing your best football, getting healthy, really figuring things out, and you run the table, you're still going to go as far as you can take yourself.
Yep.
And so you're exactly right. Get those things figured out early on. And as both teams get into conference play, they both feel like they got things figured out, and they're about to start the better part of their season. Now, we told you about Coach Womack. He's 8-7 overall. A really good season a year ago. I believe they lost in the district semifinals.
Yep, they were 7-4 overall last year. Slow start this year, but again, look at that schedule.
When you look at Coach Womack's resume, I mean, he's done everything from play professionally overseas to coach professionally overseas. He's coached at the college level. He's coached at the high school level and won state championships. I mean, this guy's resume about as impressive as it gets for a high school football coach.
And he's a big fan of you, man. I mean, when we were talking to him down on the field, he said, I brought the team together. I showed them a Lake TV game from 2014 where California played Blair Oaks, and then he showed us a picture of you. What you looked like in 2014. That was about 10 years and 400 pounds ago or so.
Thanks for tiptoeing around my feelings there, Uncle Chris. That's greatness. But we love Coach Womack, and being here in California, speaking of 2014, man, this team back under Marty Albertson, they went to 3 consecutive state semifinal games, lost to the eventual state champion all 3 years in a row, 2 times to Maryville, 1 time to Oak Grove. And that team they had with Jaden Barr and Elijah Freeman and some of those guys, I'm telling you what, it is unbelievable what they did. Jaden Barr, still to this day, my favorite high school athlete I've ever gotten to call. He went and rewrote the record books at Truman State, and I believe it's going to be his first time back here to California because you play college football.
Yeah.
Fridays are tough when you're traveling all over the country. And then he also coaches, and he's involved in numerous ministries that keep him really busy. But I believe he's back tonight, and, this California town, they're waiting for another run like they had under Marty Albertson, and people believe in Coach Seth Womack and what he's getting going here. And when you look at California, you got to talk about their quarterback, the senior, Martin Kilmer. He's averaging about 57% of his passes, but they're averaging over 225 yards a game through the air. He's also accounted for 8 touchdowns. He's turned it over 4 times through the air, also coughed up a couple of fumbles, which are a little concerning from the senior, and then he scored 3 times on the ground. And so California, they're going to mix it up, but make no mistake about it, they like to air it out.
Well, and the quarterback runs the ball really well. The coaches were telling me down on the field a few minutes ago, he's only 95 yards away from 1,000 for the season already.
Wow.
And that's after 4 games. Give you an idea of how good they run the ball and how great of a runner that he is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive from their starting quarterback. So he'll have the ball in his hands early and often. That's Martin Kilmer, the senior. But then you got to look at this trio of wide receivers. They're all juniors. First, Aiden Bryant, who in my opinion as a freshman and sophomore, the most shutdown corner in the Tri-County Conference. He's also a wide receiver, and so far this year, he's averaging 120 yards a game, over a touchdown. He's got 500 yards receiving with 5 touchdowns through 4 games so far. And if you look at him defensively, no doubt about it, the most shutdown corner in the entire Tri-County Conference. Make no disrespect to Blair Oaks and their incredible roster. This kid's D1 talent. And you see those numbers receiving. Walker Friedmeier, he's got 16 catches with 3 scores. And they also love to throw Cameron Combs' way as well. Then out of the backfield, of course, that Kilmer loves to run. He's also got Brooks Volkart, the sophomore, who's averaging over 5 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns, and Tyler Oden, the sophomore, who will spell him from time to time. He's also averaging 5.5 yards a carry with a couple of scores. And so California has weapons all over the field, and they're excited because it's their homecoming night.
And they're very young. I mean, this is a very young roster. There's a lot of these guys that are going to be around for 2-3 more years.
And they're building some something right here. California, they've gotten that tough part of the schedule out of the way. They come out fire tonight. Don't be surprised if this Pinto team doesn't run the table heading into the district playoffs because they are talented and they are deep. We did want to congratulate the homecoming princess, which was Kenzie Gones, and the homecoming prince, Martin Kilmore. We'd also like to recognize the Queen, Lauren Frederick, and the King, Peter Damp, who will be playing tonight. We're number 74. So congratulations to all of the court on that. You remember back when you were in high school?
No, it's been too freaking long, man.
That's awesome. So we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, it'll be close to time for kickoff. You're watching Lake TV's coverage of high school football.
While the financial services industry for years has focused on products, pricing, and performance, or things we refer to at SRG as the how, our focus for our clients has always been around their why. And without fail, over all these years, those whys have centered around family, occupation, and recreation. Think legacy issues, retirement, or achieving a work optional lifestyle, and checking off those important things on that recreational bucket list. Our foundational approach remains a focus on the things that matter most to our clients and the things that together we can control. And where those two things overlap, that's where we live and work every day. That's SRG Financial and the mile marker formula.
So as we welcome you back to the COMC pregame show, just a few minutes away from kickoff here between Osage and California, but we told you about all the playmakers for California. We didn't tell you about a very special lineman who also plays on the defensive side, and that's Colin Altoff, the junior. He's tonight's Jet Ski Play Spotlight Player of the game. You see his numbers there so far this season: 41 tackles, 3 in the backfield, 2 quarterback sacks, and Coach Womack says, hey, he's really stepped up defensively. He's taken on a leadership role, and he just plays with relentless energy. He doesn't stop, and so he thought that Colin Altoff deserved to be the spotlight player of the game. And that trend over the last few weeks, we've seen a lot of linemen this season that coaches are saying, hey, let's give those guys in the trenches a little bit of love as we direct our attention down to our field camps. You can hear what the officials have to say.
If we're talking to you, we're trying to help you, we're trying to help the game, we're trying to help everybody involved, okay? So listen to us. We're trying to make you better when we're talking to you, okay? If you guys want to come talk to us, you come talk to us just like you would your coaches, your teachers in school, and we'll address it, okay? Coaches, we got 15-minute half, and we're done with our water breaks. So Osage, we're going to let you go first, and then California go second at halftime, okay? Any questions, coaches? All right, coach, release. Got a coin here, guys. That's head and that's tail, okay? Osage, your visitor, what are you guys going to call? Tails. All right, he said tails. Okay, it's a head. It's a head. You want to receive or defer? You want to defer? Okay, right there. Blue one and deferred. You guys want football? So good choice. Which way you want to kick? We'll kick towards school. All right, come over here with me. Osage, go over there with Nick. Look at each other like we're going to line up and run play. White will receive. All right, guys, shake hands. Good luck.
So California, they win the toss and they defer. They want the football to start the second half. That means Osage going to get it first. We'll see what this offense fires up on their first offensive series as we get you set for high school football on Lake TV. We'll take a commercial break and be right back with kickoff.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. Uncle Chris, it's time for a little Tri-County Conference action. 2 1-3 teams, but 2 teams we both feel like are a lot better than that 1-3 record indicates. And tonight we find out which one of them is built to win, because this is what you call a swing game. The winner of this got some momentum, headed into the heart of conference play. The loser of this leaves tonight's game 1-4, and they're going to be looking up in the standings.
Yeah, and both teams very athletic. I think it's going to be a great game tonight.
Derek Bradley going to field it just shy of the 20 as a whole across the 40. Balls on the turf, and I think the Pintos have it, and they do on the opening kickoff. Derek Bradley coughs it up, and California there to recover with the fumble recovery. I believe it's number 81 for California, Lance Clevenger, the sophomore. That's a big start for the home team.
Boy, I tell you what, and that was a good run back, too, for Bradley, but they strip him of the ball when he hits about midfield. It gets squirting around there, and Pintos jump on it, and here they are almost at midfield as they take over on offense.
Man, a dream start here for California. They're going to start with it just shy of midfield. First down, Kilmer's going to start out of the gun. Little play action, going to take a shot into the flat, looking for Bryant, and airmails him a little high. And you see, looking for Aiden Bryant early, he's got that dynamic ability with the football in his hands to go the distance every time he touches it. Clean pocket, good protection up front. Kilmer just off the mark a little bit.
Yeah, a little overjuiced there on that first throw of the game. Threw it too high.
Well, inside handoff has his man. Good yardage across the 50. Brooks Volkart, the sophomore, with the carry. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 here after the 5-yard carry.
They're in a quick hurry-up offense. No huddle, jumping right up on the line.
Kilmer gives it to Volkart once again, and Matt Barnes says no siree. Nice piece of tackling. Going to bring up 4th down and 3 here. Be interesting to see if California rolls the dice, or are they going to punt the football?
They line up quickly. Looks like they're going to go for it on this 4th and 3.
Kilmer, a ball's on the turf, and it's going to be fielded. So Osage defense stands tall. A turnover both ways, and Matt Barnes recovers for Osage. And so just like that, a turnover both ways. Osage takes over, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wow, some good fireworks to start this game. Looked like the Pintos had everything going for them, and a good job from the Indians defense shutting California down on that first drive and getting the ball back, and now they've got it in great field position here.
Look for them to take a shot on 1st down to Graber. Connor Vaughn out of the gun. 1st down carry. Aiden Williams, the ball carrier, across midfield up to about the 47-yard line. So good gain on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. You'll see a heavy dose of Aiden Williams and Jackson Funderburk tonight.
Yeah, you and Pastor Ken last week did a great job on the call. By the way, Pastor Ken, if you're watching, thank you for filling in for me last week. Had hernia surgery. He did a great job. But, yeah, that was a great first play for Osage. Pick up 5 big yards, and that's what they want to do.
On 2nd down, they keep it on the ground. Williams once again bottled up by the California defense. First man there for California, Cody Williams, the senior lineman, wraps him up, and that's going to force Osage into a 3rd down situation.
Yeah, after the big gain on 1st down, nothing doing on that 2nd down run. And we'll see a little bit of what the game plan is for Osage on this 3rd down. It's 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Do you stick with the run game, or do you go to the air? Let's see what they do.
Funderburk from the inside position. He's got close to enough yardage for, and now the official backs up a little bit, so just shy of 1st down yardage. Going to bring up 4th down and inches.
That was a good run, though. And Funderburk, he's not a big guy. He's really tiny in there. Hard for the defense to see. Scorched for 4 yards and very doable here. 4th and 1. And Osage going to go for it. So on the first 2 offensive series, we've got a 4th down try.
And here's the inside handoff. Williams has 1st down yardage before being dragged down from behind. And Aiden Williams, the New Spring Wellness Center, 1st down. And Osage converts on 4th down and short.
Wow. It's amazing how closely these teams mirror each other on this first drives. Both pick up yardage on the ground. Both go for it on 4th down. Osage shut California down on their 4th down try, but on offense, the Indians get it done.
It's going to be Funderburk with the carry. Good yardage across the 25 down to about the 23-yard line. That's another New Spring Wellness Center 1st down. And Jackson Funderburk, hard running.
Boy, he's hard to see coming out of that backfield. But this is exactly what Coach Jolly loves to do. Loves the line to take control, keep handing that ball off. And, man, that was a pickup of 11 yards on that run. Second 1st down of this drive.
The give to Williams. Good front blocking. Little stiff arm action by Williams, and he's going to be pushed out at the 17. Good gainer, and now inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance red zone for second down, and Osage content to keep the football on the ground. And when you're picking up chunks of yardage like that, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. This running game gained so much confidence in that big win over Eldon last week. You can just see on this drive they're oozing with confidence in that run game. Haven't thrown it yet.
Out of the gun, he might see it here. Eric Hood in the backfield with Vaughn. Bradley in motion, gonna swing it out to him on the HB toss from the slot. Bradley, good yardage inside the 5 to the house. Touchdown, Derek Bradley, and the Osage Indians strike first from 18 yards out, the senior. On the scoreboard for the Indians, just 2 minutes and 37 seconds into this game. 2 turnovers already, and Osage strikes first.
Yeah, what a run as Bradley gets to the outside, takes it just nothing in the way there. Wide open real estate around the right side.
Nice blocking there by Hunter Graber as well. John Kimmery in to attempt the extra point. That's a nice job on a muff snap to at least get something going, and he's going to stay on his feet in the end zone, and that's intercepted on the PAT. Landon Childs, the sophomore, tries to play magician to no avail, and Osage strikes first and lead 6-0.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
As we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football, and Uncle Chris, I wanted to slide in Derek Bradley's name.
Yeah.
And his first touch of the night, really good piece of running, and I like the play design. You know, out of the slot, the little swing shuffle, little HB toss. Very nice play call, and he does the rest as Derek Bradley.
Yeah, and he set that run up, too. He feigned going inside and then went outside around the corner, and it was wide open. Good run.
Jason Colonius with the short kick, fielded by Friedmeier, who's got good yardage across the 40. Nice footwork and taken down just shy of midfield as Colonius, the kicker, gets the stop, but a nice return, and California's cooking with excellent starting field position here.
This is almost the exact same place they started with the ball on their first drive after a turnover on the opening kickoff. So they start on their own 49-yard line here at midfield to get this second drive started.
Yeah, see if California could get something going, because Osage defense was really tough on that first series. Play action, fake handoff into the flat, has his receiver. Good gainer on first down, and that's a New Spring Wellness Center first down for the Pintos. Nice throw, and they have Chase Trimble, the freshman.
That was the first down of the game for the Pintos, and again, they're not wasting any time. Here they go.
In the backfield, that's Thunderberg, who's basically takes the handoff from Kilmer, goes for a 3-yard loss, and Jackson Thunderberg puts his helmet on the football. So second down and long for the Pintos, and really nice job by Jackson Thunderberg. Kilmer now steps, wants his man, has him, and that's a good gainer there into the flat.
Well, that play's worked for him here in this series. 2 times he's found the receiver out on the left in the flat, wide open for nice gain there, third down.
And that's Hayden Kilmer. I believe there might be some relation. So on the third down carry, Brooks Volkart, the sophomore, stopped just shy of first down yardage. So fourth down and short. So far, California 0 for 1 on fourth down. They tried this the last time they had the football.
Yeah, this is a huge play here for Osage if they could stop the drive, get the ball back.
Oh, and that's the hard count, and that's going to drive your head coach crazy. You can see Shannon Jolly on the far sideline dancing a jig. I mean, he is not happy.
No, but just smart, good coaching there with the quarterback knowing that they've got a 4th and 2. If he can get him to jump offside, he's got a free first down, and he gets it done. Second first down on this drive for the Pintos.
So a New Spring Wellness Center, first down, and here's Kilmer now out of the gun, looking for the end zone for Bryant, who goes up and cannot bring it down. Great coverage by Derek Bradley and an awesome adjustment as that ball was thrown just a hair underthrown.
Yeah, it hung up in the air a little bit and gave the defender a chance to come back and knock it out because Bryant was open there if they could have gotten the ball to him a little quicker.
Oh, nice job. And here they're looking out in the flat once again. Friedmeier this time against Bradley has the catch, and that's a New Spring Wellness Center first down as California now inside the Marcus Secor State Farm Insurance red zone for the first time tonight. They've got first down from the 13-yard line.
Really good timing pattern. Quarterback and receiver on the same page.
Quick hitter to Friedmeier. Taken down from behind. That's Connor Vaughn with the stop. Good gain on first down, and California knocking on the door. They've got it at the 7-yard line.
Really nice drive they've got going, and a lot of it coming through the air.
Kilmer out of the gun. Inside handoff, tripped up from behind. Eric Hood makes the play for Osage. They were looking for Tyler Oden, the sophomore, but he actually loses a yard back to about the 8-yard line. So third down and 3 or 4 for California. This is big here. Kilmer takes the snap. Inside handoff once again. Osage stops him short of first down yardage. Once again, that was Oden, the sophomore. And going to bring up another 4th down and short yardage situation.
Wow. Third time already in this first quarter. Pintos have gone for it on 4th down, and here's another offsides, it looks like, from Osage.
And I'll tell you what, Martin Kilmer, the senior, savvy leader with the hard count twice on this series. That hard count has given him a free first down on 4th down and 2, Chris.
Yeah, they're going to give him the first down on that?
Yeah, half the distance to the goal from the 5 would put it at about the 2.5, or yeah, it should be first down, I would think. I'm not really sure.
They haven't changed the down marker.
They're saying
yet.
It's 4th down.
Yeah, but it's a short 4th down. Makes this a lot easier for the Pintos.
4th down and a negative half yard. Kilmer falls forward. That's going to be close. I think he's got first down yardage based on the far sideline spot. They give him a New Spring Wellness Center first down in California now. First and goal from the 2.
So penalties have been a big problem for Osage on this drive.
And there's another one too. That's going to be a free play as Osage had too many men on the field. They had 12 men at the snap as the substitute didn't get off the field in time. So a smart job by Kilmer to take the snap, and that's 3 penalties that this senior quarterback has been the reason behind tonight for California. And we've not even 6 minutes into this.
I know. It seems like we played almost a half already. Great action so far. Osage shooting themselves in the foot on defense on this drive with penalties.
So first and goal to go from about the 1.5, Kilmer. And he is swallowed up. Wow. Ashton Carter, first man there, and no sir-ee on the carry. Tyler Oden, the sophomore again. He loses a couple.
Yeah, I tell you, so far, this Osage defensive line has really been controlling the Pintos offensive line. Not much of a run game so far for California.
Quick hitter here in the end zone for Friedmeier. It's good for a score. Nice throw, nice catch. Kilmer finds his target. Walker Friedmeier, the junior, and the Pintos have tied the game with 6:14 left. That's a 4-yard touchdown pass from Kilmer to Friedmeier, and he beats Derek Bradley, does Friedmeier. Quick hitter, and that's a really good call because those runs up the middle, Osage seem to figure out.
Yeah, Osage stopping the run really well so far in this game, but they're not stopping the pass.
Eric Cardenas, the junior, the extra point up and good, and so California leads 7-6 with 6:14 remaining. We'll be back after this.
When was the last time you looked at Central Bank? We mean really looked. at what's possible when you combine leading-edge technology with a bank who can make important decisions locally and who can help you turn what's possible into what's real. Take a new look at the world of possibilities with Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
And a good start to Lake TV's game of the week tonight. Osage, they score first, and then California, they march down the field and score after a really good kick return, put them in great position, and they score and take the lead on the extra point. So 6:14 left here in the opening quarter, and California, they got to be happy with that answer. I mean, they get that fumble to start and do nothing with it. Fans got to be real excited they get that score. So we are basically deadlocked at this point. Both teams have found the end zone and still half of the first quarter to play. This is kind of a slow developing first quarter.
Yeah, and so far in this game, the Indians have dominated on the line. That drive for California, they got pretty much all of their yardage through the air.
Little squib kick picked up and fielded by the Indians. A huge hole up the middle and a nice return. Real savvy play right there for the Indians. Dane DePay, the sophomore, of course, you remember his older brother Dalton DePay, quarterback for the football team, also good basketball player. So Dane, the sophomore, says, I know what to do with this.
Boy, he's a good-sized kid, too, for a sophomore. And on that first drive, Osage went the length of the field. Actually, they started about where they're starting right here near midfield, but they just chewed through this California defense for a fairly easy touchdown on their first drive of the game.
Here's Williams with the first down carry up the middle, keeps those legs moving and has a really solid gain on first down. So Uncle Chris, I was going to start a weekly segment called Would You Fight 'Em?, where we ask each other if we think we'd stand a chance in a fight with the head coaches. We look at Shannon Jolly and Seth Womack, and I don't think I'd fight either one of those guys.
No, they both kill me within the first 10 seconds of that fight.
Both very intense and both just loved by their players. So second down carry, it's going to be Eric Hood who takes the ball, and nice job by the defense for California. First man there for the Pintos. That's number 52. For California here, they want to be careful because Osage continues to run the football. I'm just waiting for that play-action play where they take a shot with Graber.
And you know what they haven't done yet either is get Mr. Vaughn on the outside. Quarterback Vaughn has speed to burn on the outside. So far, they're hitting things up the middle pretty hard, and at some point, Vaughn's going to go around the edge.
Thunderbird, and that is blown up.
Nice.
In the backfield. What a job by number 63 on the play, Colin Althoff. We told you about him in the pregame, and on 3rd and short, just blows that up. So instead of a 4th and short, now for Osage, you're probably going to have to punt the football.
Well, we'll see what they do. It's about a 4th and 5 after that loss, and it does look like they're going into the punt formation here at midfield, which is probably a pretty smart call here early in the game. Try to back the Pintos up and make them drive the length of the field.
Good snap and a nice punt. Takes an Osage hop and going to be down right there at about the 23-yard line. So solid punt, about 29, 30 yards. Smart move for Coach Jolly, because if you go for it on 4th and 5 at midfield and don't get it, boy, you set the home team up on homecoming night. The crowd gets into it. So instead, back them up at the 22-yard line, and that's the first punt we've seen in this first quarter so far.
Yeah, indeed. And in the last drive, Pintos had a hard time running the ball against this Osage defense, but they were very, very good at throwing the ball. We'll see what they do here.
First plays a handoff. Tyler Oden, the sophomore, he's been the favorite tailback tonight. He's had a handful of carries in these last 2 series. That's his 4th carry over the last 2. He remains in there. Kilmer now, that's a wounded duck up there, and very nearly intercepted. Defensively, that's great coverage by Landon Childs. He kind of ran into the receiver, but was turning around looking for the football. So that brings up 3rd and about 6.
Yeah.
For California, and the Osage D would love to get a stop after having to punt.
Yeah, love to get it back here, and a better job of coverage by the Indian secondary on that one. The receiver was not open.
And on 3rd down and 6, that is stopped.
Wow.
Back there in the backfield. Nice job for Osage. I believe that's Matt Barnes again. Man. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 5. California, they're out of the gun. Be surprised if they don't pooch punt this.
Trying to pull them off sides again. Remember, last drive, Osage jumped off sides 2 or 3 times. Don't get them on this one yet. And so now the Pintos go into punt formation.
I love that from Coach Seth Womack.
That's smart. Yeah, that's
really
good coaching.
Good, and you have it set up with an audible situation.
Now they're a little confused. Good punt.
And the punt does get away.
Oh.
Just over the head of an Osage player. Takes a Pinto hop down to the 29-yard line. So 42-yard punt, and Osage takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. So both teams exchange fumbles, then exchange touchdowns, and now exchange punts.
Yeah.
So Osage, who got it first, now has it 1st and 10 at the 29.
There's some hidden yardage there. The Osage deep back should have caught that punt. Even if it's just fair catching, would have saved themselves 20 yards. When they let it hit the ground, it bounced, picked up another 15, 20 yards for the Pintos, backing Osage up for this next drive.
Now, he was close, but he was blocking the gunner. So it would have been an over-the-shoulder Willie May style catch, which is kind of tough. So,
but I could do that.
But he was,
so
you
could. Sure
but it was right there by him, but not the greatest position. So here's Vaughn now out of the gun. 1st down goes to Williams, who cuts back upfield, and California's defense all over it. A modest gain brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, this Pintos defense stiffening up on that line the last couple of run plays. Osage with just 2 first downs in this game so far. 3 first downs unofficially for California, both with touchdowns, though. The difference in the game right now, missed PAT from the Indians, 7-6 California.
And more times than not, that comes back to haunt you. Of course, it's early, but 1 point's bigger than it might seem.
Haven't seen a pass yet from Osage.
Eric Hood on the jet sweep, goes down on his own accord. Think he slipped. Make sure he's all right. So a loss of 1, going to bring up 3rd down and 10. So nothing doing on that play, but I like the design there. It looks like Hood just slipped, because anytime Eric Hood can have the football in open space,
yeah,
I'm a fan.
He's something. It rained here earlier today, so that field is probably a little bit wet, a little bit slippery. Stopped raining probably about 5 o'clock, so it is probably a little bit slick.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd and long is Vaughn. Might be the first pass of the night. Into the flat, looking for his tight end, who goes up and makes the catch. What a play by the Osage tight end. We haven't seen him throw yet. They find Ryan King, the senior, almost picked. He jumps up and plucks it out of the air for a New Spring Wellness Center 1st down. Really great catch.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't a great pass, but it was in the neighborhood, enough so that he can turn around, get his hands on it. I mean, the defender was right there. So great catch, big 1st down for Osage.
Yeah, that was a big play by Ryan King, the senior, as Aiden Williams has a hole and still going up to the 40-yard line. A New Spring Wellness Center 1st down for the 2nd consecutive play and into Pinto territory. That King catch, though, was also behind him. A little bit of a duck and 2 defenders barreling down on him.
Yep.
That was a sensational grab, which set up that big run by Aiden Williams.
You know, in every game, there's a couple of plays at least, big plays like that keep a drive alive, keep it going. Next play, you pick up 20 yards on a big run, and all of a sudden you got something cooking.
No doubt about it, which wouldn't have been possible without King's grab, as Williams takes the 1st down carry right up the gut and has a big gainer about 8 yards on first down, and Osage now starting to pick up a little rhythm.
Absolutely, that'll do it for the first quarter.
That's going to conclude our first quarter. Before we go, we do want to remind everyone watching to spay and neuter your pets. It's the only way to ensure we have less stray dogs and cats running around our lake communities. Our friends at our veterinary are proud to give away yet another spay and neuter through Ozarks Cat and Canine. This reminder to spay and neuter your pets, my friends, has been brought to you by our veterinary. We'll take this quarter break and be right back after this.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Welcome back to California. Second quarter just underway. Osage running it on 2nd and 3. They pick up a couple good yards there, and they do get the first down. So the drive stays alive for the Indians. That is their 5th first down of the game. And this drive, courtesy of a great catch, 3rd down conversion, which was the first 3rd down conversion of the game for Osage. So as we start this second quarter, 7-6. California on top. Both teams scoring touchdowns in the first quarter, but Osage missing their PAT, and that's the difference.
So on first down now, Vaughn, he's going to take a shot, hit from behind, balls on the turf, covered by the Indians, but an absolutely bone-rattling hit on the play.
And Vaughn's still down. He's shaken up a little bit.
Yeah, he was blindsided. He did not see the defender coming, Lance Clevinger. He had the fumble recovery earlier. Now he's got the sack and strip of Vaughn, and that was a violent hit.
Yes, it was. Good pass rush, and Vaughn just didn't have time. He certainly didn't see or feel the rush, got blindsided, lost the ball. Osage lucky to get that back, but now it's second down, about 16 yards to go.
So on second down and long, the give to Williams, tries to gain that yardage back and does. Has about 6, will bring up 3rd down and long for Osage.
Yeah, the Indians running the ball really well, but when you live with a run game, you can't afford big losses like on that sack. So here you got a big 3rd down and 10 yards to go. The last time they picked up the 3rd down conversion on a nice pass to the tight end.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10. You'll remember last time Osage had this situation on this drive, it was just a spectacular play made by Ryan King, the senior tight end, and that's really what kept this drive alive. So 3rd down and long. Vaughn going to give it to Funderburk, trying to get outside. Oh! He does after making a couple guys miss.
Wow.
Great piece of running by Jackson Funderburk, who's all the way down to the 12-yard line. We'll give him a 17-yard. New Spring Wellness Center first down, and Osage inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance red zone.
Wow, was that an impressive run? I mean, watch this guy. How many tackles does he run through? There's chance right there. He gets away, keeps going, and man, big first down.
Great blocking and great play design. Funderburk gets it again. And this time, no sir. He runs into a wall. That's Gavin Porter, who stands him up and says, just a minute, young man.
Yeah. Still picked up 2 yards, though. They didn't lose any. And again, when you got mostly a run game, you just got to keep that ball going forward. You can't afford big losses. And the last few runs for Osage have been outstanding.
So on 2nd down and 8 out of the gun, Connor Vaughn. He's going to give it to Aiden Williams. tries to stay on his feet, and it's going to be a slew of Pintos stop him at the 10-yard line. Going to bring up a big 3rd down and 7 from the 10-yard line.
Yeah, inside the Marcus Secor State Farm red zone here. And keep in mind that Osage missed their PAT on a bad snap before. It makes you wonder if they would go for a field goal here, or if they don't get it on 3rd down, go on 4th down.
Will be interesting, but first, 3rd down and 7, balls the 10-yard line. Single coverage on Hunter Graber, bottom of your screen. They're going to roll to his right. He's looking that way. He's going to look for his tight end who has it. Touchdown. Ryan King, reward the young man for a sensational catch earlier on the drive and a beautiful throw and catch. And Osage regains the lead with 8:18 left in the first half. Get another look at it here.
What a nice play, rolling out to the right. King was wide open there on his route, and a great pass from Vaughn. He puts it on a dime. Look at that.
Right there. Great job by King to stretch forward, and Osage will attempt the 2-point conversion to make it a 7-point game after missing their extra point on the last score. So Vaughn out of the gun. And he's able to draw a player offside on the our veterinary penalty flag. So it'll make it just about 1.5 yards closer from the 3. So they'll try it yet again.
And that makes a big difference on these if you cut your space in half there of what you need to pick up for the 2 points, and this is huge, this would make up for the missed PAT.
Yeah, great start to tonight's game. Always fun when you get 2 Tri-County Conference foes together. And this one off to a sensational start. So the 2-point attempt. Vaughn has Williams. He's in easy, just like that. Osage regains the lead, tacks on the 2-point conversion, and with 8:18 remaining, Osage 17, California 7.
Time to get your PWC winterized, and Dockside Marine the Jet Ski Place with over 30 years experience is the place to go. You can feel secure knowing Todd is working on it. Why brave winterizing yourself and make a costly mistake? Todd will winterize at the shop while you wait or schedule at your dock. At the shop, winterized prices start at just $80. Multiple skis get discounts. Check out midmopwc.com for all the info. midmopwc.com, the Jet Ski Place. What are you waiting for?
Camdenton, Quick Car Wash and Lube opened in March on Jack Corral Road, and you welcomed us with open arms. Thank you. As a locally owned business, we've served Jefferson City and Osage Beach for years with our monthly unlimited wash club. It's simple. Pull into our brand new tunnel on Jack Corral Road as many times as you want, all for one low monthly price. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional. Every time. In Jefferson City, Osage Beach, and now Camdenton.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football as Jason Cloney is set to kick for the Indians. We did want to give a shout out to Cindy King watching at home. We believe that's Ryan King's grandmother. And Grandma, you got to be proud of Ryan. That huge play on 3rd down to extend the drive, and then the big touchdown catch for the tight end, the senior Ryan King. We want to mention his grandma out there watching. So dangerous play here and a really heads-up play by number 44 for California. That was a little scary, honestly, if you're the California faithful.
I tell you what, yeah, because that ball's on the ground. It's live on a kickoff like that. But good hands. He picks it right up on the bounce, falls on it, and California keeps the ball. They'll start this drive on their own 36-yard line here. That's about the worst field position they've had so far tonight.
Landon Dunham, the freshman, with the heads-up play. There's a play. Oh, Ryan! Number 81. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Osage tacks on another one, and guess who? Are you kidding me?
What hands?
It's Ryan King. Unbelievable. Yeah, have yourself a night, young man. He plucks that out of the air. Wow.
I tell you what great hands, though. It looked like he had stickum on those hands. He put that big mitt up there. The ball just stuck to his hand, and he was off to the races. That was a huge play. What a night for Ryan King.
Wow.
Hi.
Yeah, I bet you Grandma Cindy loves that one.
She's doing a jig right now in the living room.
I would be. My goodness, as Osage attempts the extra point, low snap. That's going to be blocked. Really got to be careful. And it's going to be no good. So Osage 20, California 7 on this. Ryan King, 37-yard. Pick 6 to pay dirt. Osage out in front.
Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri. We're changing lives one lake house at a time.
Hi, we're Annie
and Jesse Falstich,
broker and owners
of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri.
If you're looking to buy or sell lakefront property, we have you covered. We live the lake life ourselves, so we understand we're not just selling a home, we're promoting a lifestyle. Our premier lakefront specialists are here to coach you every step of the way. So visit us at lakefrontliving.com to put our experience to work for you.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
We welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. I know you'll get to see another look at that one. Wowzer, the senior Ryan King having himself the game of his life so far tonight.
What a catch on that interception.
Clonius, the kick, it's low and it's hard. And nice job by the Pinto. Just grabs it and falls to the turf. Jay Schreck, the sophomore, in California now. 1st and 10 at their own 32, and for them, they're going to have to take care of business as we get another look at the King pick.
Look at that catch.
I'll take that.
Wow.
Yeah, the officials might want to check his gloves or his mitt for some stickum, because that was so impressive by the senior. So California's chance try to chip away at this Osage 2-score lead here. No play action. Takes a shot into the flat. Aiden Bryant comes back to it. Shakes free of Hunter Graber inside the 50, inside the 40. Finally pushed out at about the 27-yard line. Wow. We're going to give him 51 yards, 41 yards, and a big New Spring Wellness Center first down. That was impressive.
What a huge play for California. And I tell you what, they've got so much athleticism out there on the side. You just cannot miss a tackle like that, or you see what happens. He was off to the races.
Yeah, Bryden's so tough. And here's the second play of the series. Another big one up the middle. Brooks Volkart with a New Spring Wellness Center first down rush down to the 8-yard line. That's a 19-yard run. It's 1st and goal, California.
Boy, the Pintos look like they've been shot out of a cannon on first 2 plays of this drive.
All the way down, 1st down and goal to go. Kilmer going to take a shot into the flat. Caught. Nice tackling by Derek Bradley. Jersey mates lined up against each other.
Yeah, that was a really nice tackle. I tell you what, this Pintos offense can really throw the ball well. They're very dangerous on the outside. Fumble.
Ball's on the ground. Very wisely grabbed by Brooks Volkart. Matt Barnes in the backfield drives him on the errant snap all the way back to the 10 for a loss of 4. Going to bring up 3rd down and goal from the 10. And for California, they really need to get at least half of it here, because you think they probably go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, probably so. You know, Matt Barnes has been playing great for the Indians defense too. He's been in that backfield quite a bit in this first half.
3rd down and goal. Kilmer rolls to his right. Looks for the end zone, deflected in the air, and Vaughn almost picks it. He should get called for a flag, as Connor Vaughn, just after the play was over, threw the guy down. We'll probably get another look at it. I'm not sure what that back judge was doing, as California brings in the big personnel to attempt a field goal. Really lucky was Vaughn. Let's get another look here, Chris. Rolling to his right. Throws. Vaughn here, look, almost had it. Then he's retaliating because his guy got thrown down. So no harm, no foul.
So here's a field goal try.
In to attempt the 28-yarder. It's up and it is good. So Eric Cardenas from 27 yards in California makes it a 10-point Osage lead. Your score 20 for the Osage Indians, California 10.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the water tower in Laurie. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second-level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
Now is the perfect time to prepare for summer at the lake, and Surdike Yamaha is the place to go. From boats and wave runners to motorcycles and ATVs, Surdike Yamaha has something for everyone. Surdike Yamaha is family owned and operated and proudly celebrating over 50 years.
And we're back here in California, and a great start tonight. Here's the kickoff by Cardenas, and that's going to be fielded at about the 24-yard line. Nice return by DePay up to about the 41-yard line. Solid return and good starting field position here for Osage, who, boy, they've looked really good after that opening series, which they coughed up the kickoff, you remember. But since that moment, they've been firing with 2 touchdown drives, a pick 6, and got the football back with a 10-point lead.
And I tell you what, this Osage team, the last couple of weeks, showing you how good they can be. Last week they beat a good undefeated Eldon team 28-0, and they've already put up 20 points in this first half with 6 minutes, 14 seconds to go.
Out of the gun, Connor Vaughn. He's going to give it to Funderburk, who almost taken down from behind, still on his feet, and now he's going to be taken down. So a couple of yards on first down, up to about the 44-yard line.
He's a good, hard runner, man. Not a big kid, but a strong kid and very quick and fast. Picked up 3 yards on that run, and really that's all Osage wants to do. Just keep that ball moving forward, keep getting first downs, and if they can do that, that's a formula for a win.
Kind of like you, not real big, but super fast.
Yeah, there you go.
2nd down and 7. Vaughn to Williams. Good hold to the left side. First down yardage across the 50, and gang tackled there at about the 47-yard line. So another New Spring Wellness Center first down for Osage. And since that fumble on the opening kickoff and the time they were forced to punt, starting to move the football at will as the offensive line for Osage controlling this game up front.
So much, other than the scoreboard where Osage has a 10-point lead, everything's pretty even. Unofficially 7 first downs in the game for Osage, 5 for California. They both turned the ball over once. They both punted once.
Yeah, rivaling each other as Funderburk gets the carry on first down. Good yardage, close to a first down, just shy of the 37-yard line. 9 yards and great gain on first down and official timeout. So we'll take a commercial break and be right back on Lake TV.
Now is the perfect time to prepare for summer at the lake, and Surdike Yamaha is the place to go. From boats and wave runners to motorcycles and ATVs, Surdike Yamaha has something for everyone. Surdike Yamaha is family owned and operated and proudly celebrating over 50 years of serving the Midwest. At Surdike Yamaha, you'll find more than just great products. We're a full service operation, ready to provide all the parts, accessories, and services you need for a great time outdoors. Visit Surdike Yamaha, your one-stop shop for year-round fun at the Lake of the Ozarks.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
We welcome you back just in time for the 2nd and short. And for California, they need a big play, maybe a takeaway defensively. Osage, they're looking to extend this lead. Williams on 2nd down and short. I don't think he got it. They're going to mark him short.
Boy, there was a big-time collision there.
Yeah, that's a great job by the second line of the California defense coming up and just filling those holes. Williams nowhere to go. Osage facing a third down and short here from the 37-yard line.
Knowing the way the Indians operate, they've got 2 plays to pick up this first down, though. If they don't get it on third, they'll go forward on fourth. They cannot afford a penalty to move them back.
Take a shot to Hunter Graber here, maybe. Instead, Williams up the middle. Has a New Spring Wellness Center first down up to about the 35-yard line. So another first down for Osage, and methodical drive here. Osage faced with a handful of third down so far.
Yeah, they're 3 for 6 on third down conversions so far in this game, and they're 2 for 2 on fourth down tries.
Yeah, that's the big one right there. The 2 fourth down conversions California wish they had back. Inside 4 minutes to go in the first half. Funderburg gets the carry. Great block outside by Matt Barnes.
Good blocking up front by this Indians offensive line. They pick up 7 yards on that first down. How huge is that? And a good job of ball handling in the backfield from Vaughn. He hides the ball real well. It's hard for the Pinto defense to know who's coming out of there with it.
Matt Barnes, Tanner Gardner, and Ashton Carter. Unbelievable, these 3 for Osage. I'm glad I don't have to line up against those guys, man.
Man, I'm telling you what, they are flexing some muscle up there on the line so far in this first half.
Second down and 4. Vaughn takes the snap. Gonna have Williams on the inside handoff, who's trying to get further outside, still going before being taken down. And a really nice piece of running by Aiden Williams has a New Spring Wellness Center first down and puts the Indians right back in the Marcus Secor State Farm Insurance red zone. All the way down to the 17 here already.
And another beautiful thing about the way Osage runs their offense, by running so much, they also control the clock. I mean, it's ticking at 2:50 to go here in the first half. And if they keep the ball out of California's hands, obviously they're not going to score unless they get a big turnover.
Don't forget our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show during tonight's halftime break. You don't want to miss that as we show you replays of the first half. Here's Eric Hood with a solid run.
Nice.
He doesn't want to go down.
No, and he is pretty much all muscle, man. He does not go down easy. Picks up 5-6 yards on that first down run. Again, if you can pick up that kind of yardage on first down every time, you're going to have a lot of good long drives.
And the line for Osage, you don't get some negative plays and take advantage of some penalties or a bad snap. I mean, this line is just going to continue to move the chains, because every time an Osage ball carrier gets it, there's no one around him till he's 4 or 5 yards upfield.
Yeah, and here they are in the Marcus Secor State Farm red zone again.
Going to be a little read option. Vaughn going to keep it. Nice piece of blocking by Hunter Graber into the end zone, and touchdown. Connor Vaughn from 10 yards out, actually 12. And Osage extends that 10-point lead to a 16-point lead, their largest of the night. 26-10, your score with 1:45 left.
Oh, man. Remember back in the first quarter, we said Vaughn hasn't run the ball yet. Sooner or later, he's going to pull it out and take it wide. He did that time. Good block on the corner, and he gets in the end zone.
Yeah, it was a great seal by Hunter Graber on the corner. Just a little chip block, all Vaughn needed. The extra point is up, and it is good. So Osage, 17-point lead with 1:45 remaining here in the first half. We'll be back on Lake TV. And we're back on Lake TV, and Chris, the Osage Indians start the season 0-3. Since that point, they're outscoring their opponents over the last 6 quarters, 55-10. And they've played two really solid Tri-County Conference teams. Of course, a lot of football left to be played, but Coach Shannon Jolly has to be real happy with the way his team has come out and dominated this first half.
They're just gaining confidence every drive they have.
Polonius with the kick, fielded, and then here comes DePay. Just, I mean, he, like you say, shot out of a cannon. Didn't even see the young man. Next thing you know, he's blowing up the return man for the Pintos. And so a long field to go for California. They've got it at their 23-yard line with it 1st and 10.
I think DuPay is their secret agent there on those special teams, because he's had a couple of good run backs and now a couple of good tackles. He's a force to be reckoned with out there.
Empty backfield here as Martin Kilmer lines up. He's going to call his own number, and he runs into a wall on the play. Matt Barnes, first guy there, and then a little extra love coming in from Tanner Gardner. Boy, I'll tell you what, that was a I just feel bad for Kilmer.
I tell you, Matt Barnes he's playing like a superstar in this first half. Great job rushing the passer.
Kilmer into the flat, has his man. Nice play design. Look at the Pintos now with a big gainer up the sideline. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 41-yard line, a 24-yard pitch and catch, and that's good for a first down. Cameron Combs, the junior, his first catch tonight, and gives the Pintos a little life.
Look how dangerous this Pintos receiving team is. When they get the ball, that's the second big play they've had catching the ball.
So Osage burns a timeout, and we'll take a commercial break and be back after this.
When was the last time you looked at Central Bank? We mean really looked at what's possible when you combine leading-edge technology with a bank who can make important decisions locally and who can help you turn what's possible into what's real. Take a new look at the world of possibilities with Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
Now is the perfect time to prepare for summer at the lake, and Serdike Yamaha is the place to go. From boats and wave runners to motorcycles and ATVs, Serdike Yamaha has something for everyone. Serdike Yamaha is family owned and operated and proudly celebrating over 50 years of serving the Midwest. At Serdike Yamaha, you'll find more than just great products. We're a full service operation, ready to provide all the parts, accessories, and services you need for a great time outdoors. Visit Serdike Yamaha, your one-stop shop for year-round fun at the Lake of the Ozarks.
And we're back just in time to see this first down play for California as Kilmer, empty backfield, takes the snap. Lots of time, now going to step up, throws across his body, intercepted by Derek Bradley across the 50, still on his feet, all the way down to the 42. We do have an our veterinary penalty flag for an illegal block in the back on Osage on the return, but the interception will stand, and the Indians, with their second takeaway of the game, have 59 seconds and 2 timeouts, and seemingly will have pretty decent field position here.
Yeah, great coverage from Graber there. He steps in front of it. Watch as he just slings this pass. He just kind of flips it there. Not a good pass, good coverage, and a nice little return. That'll come back, though, with that penalty. But Osage with another big turnover, stopping whatever drive California had going there just before halftime.
Yeah, and it's still going to be 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line, so another short field for the Indians to work with. They've got 59.4 seconds and a pair of timeouts. We saw, though, it doesn't take them that long to get the ball down the field. We'll see what Osage does. They've been pretty run-heavy so far tonight, just a couple of pass plays. Vaughn going to roll to his left, taking a shot, looking for Graber, and overshoots him by a healthy distance, but Graber had a step, and we get an idea just how strong Connor Vaughn's arm is.
Yeah.
Didn't even get completely set, and threw that every bit of 45, 50 yards.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, he actually overthrew Graber, and I think Graber slowed down a little bit midway through that route. If he'd have kept going, he might be dancing in the end zone right now. But, man, Connor Vaughn, he has got quite the arm, doesn't he?
Yeah, it looks like me out there throwing.
Absolutely. I mean, you almost beat Paxton DeLorean in a pass contest a couple years ago, right?
Big things now for SEMO. There's Williams on the carry. Nothing doing. Nice job by the Pintos defense. They get strong, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 as the clock continues to tick, and we'll see if Osage or California elect to call a timeout.
Yeah, it looks like after that pass on 1st down, the Indians maybe just happy to let that clock run out, but they do have a 3rd down. We'll see if they take a shot downfield here, try to get some more points on the board. What a great first half it's been for Osage, 27-10.
Yeah, and they, as you said, look content to let the clock go, which is surprising with the ball at the 45-yard line. Little play action here. Good pressure. Now going to throw towards Graber, just throws at his feet, falls incomplete, and leaves 6.8 seconds left on the clock. So California now gets a stop defensively. So Osage seemingly will punt unless something crazy happens. Your score at half will be 27-10 after a really fast start for both teams. Osage really controlled this second quarter, and they've built a 17-point lead, Chris, and they got to feel pretty good going into the break.
Absolutely, and the big question here, you got a 4th down with 7 seconds to go before halftime. The danger here is having a bad snap or something like that, and so I'm sure the Osage going to talk about this for a second.
They call it timeout, so we head to commercial, and we'll be right back after this.
Have you heard of vitamin IV drips at New Spring Wellness Center in Osage Beach? IV is a very efficient way to deliver all that goodness from vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, all in a hydrating fluid. Our IV drips can increase your energy level, your wellness, and help you feel great. We can accommodate groups in the comfort of our center in Osage Beach. However, we are excited to let you know that New Spring Wellness Center is also going mobile. Now you can save time and feel better by getting an IV vitamin boost at your event, like bachelor parties, weddings, golf outings, or even a company gathering. Call New Spring Wellness Center, and with a little pre-planning, we will come to you and boost your health.
So as we welcome you back, Osage, they want to talk it over, and you're exactly right. Here the fear would be a bad snap, and so maybe, sounds crazy, but I might put my quarterback back there, have him run around for a second, and just throw it as far, as high, and who knows what happens at that point.
Yeah, I mean, because you've got 7 seconds left, so if you do the snap, you run back, run around for a few seconds, even just take a knee after you let 7 seconds run off, or like you said,
may not have
just throw it up in the air. You
may not have 7 seconds, depending on what California does. Do they apply pressure here? Because Osage out of the gun, as if they're going to roll the dice and go. He is going to.
Running around, running that clock out. Throw it up, let the clock, oh, nice.
And actually, he's got Graber, who catches it for a New Spring Wellness Center first down, but the clock has hit 0, and that concludes the first half of play. We do have an our veterinary penalty flag, but Osage going to decline the penalty, and that will conclude tonight's first half of play after the illegal block in the back. So Osage in control by a score of 27-10. California gets the football first to start the second half, but in the meantime, we'll take a commercial break and be right back with our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show.
While the financial services industry for years has focused on products, pricing, and performance, or things we refer to at SRG as the how, our focus for our clients has always been around their why. And without fail, over all these years, those whys have centered around family, occupation, and recreation. Think legacy issues, retirement, or achieving a work-optional lifestyle, and checking off those important things on that recreational bucket list. Our foundational approach remains a focus on the things that matter most to our clients and the things that together we can control. And where those two things overlap, that's where we live and work every day. That's SRG Financial and the mile marker formula.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Time to get your PWC winterized, and Dockside Marine the Jet Ski Place, with over 30 years experience, is the place to go. You can feel secure knowing Todd is working on it. Why brave winterizing yourself and make a costly mistake? Todd will winterize at the shop while you wait or schedule at your dock. At the shop, winterized prices start at just $80. Multiple skis get discounts. Check out midmopwc.com for all the info. midmopwc.com, the Jet Ski Place. What are you waiting for?
Camdenton, Quick Car Wash and Lube opened in March on Jack Corral Road, and you welcomed us with open arms. Thank you. As a locally owned business, we've served Jefferson City and Osage Beach for years with our monthly unlimited wash club. It's simple. Pull into our brand new tunnel on Jack Corral Road as many times as you want, all for one low monthly price. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional. Every time. In Jefferson City, Osage Beach, and now Camdenton.
Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri. We're changing lives one lake house at a time.
Hi, we're Annie
And Jesse Falstich
broker and owners
of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri.
If you're looking to buy or sell lakefront property, we have you covered. We live the lake life ourselves, so we understand we're not just selling a home, we're promoting a lifestyle. Our premier lakefront specialists are here to coach you every step of the way. So visit us at lakefrontliving.com to put our experience to work for you.
It's time for the Millard Family Chapel's halftime show with Will and Chris.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football for the 10th straight season. I'm William Holtz alongside Chris Schneider, and it's time for our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. And Chris, as everyone just saw, your score 27-10, and this game really started out like it was going to be back and forth, like you said. Both teams coughed it up. Both teams scored a touchdown. Both teams punted. But since it was 7-6 California, Osage has outscored them 21-3 since that point. And no one told Osage a week ago they were 0-3, because since the start of last week's game, they have been rolling.
Yeah, when they started the season 0-3, I get to talk with Coach Jolly every week, and when you lose 3 games in a row, things get tough, People start talking, and it's just no fun at all. Last week, they turn it around with a big shutout win over Eldon, and boy, they keep it going tonight in this first half.
And you've seen a lot of that right there, those first and second down runs for 6, 7, 8 yards on the ground, whether it's Funderburk, whether it's Aiden Williams. They've been all over the place. As Williams having another nice night, the sophomore. He's a really nice ball carrier. He does a nice job. And tell you what, this was the play here to Bradley that from 18 yards out. Another great block by Hunter Graber. We've seen that all night. The rest is there. So Bradley with the score, of course. Great defense. We've talked about the big 3, Matt Barnes, Ashton Carter, and they've been all over the place.
And that catch from Ryan King right there, a third down conversion, might have been the biggest play of that first half, because it kept the drive going. And from that point on, Osage just dominated the game, really. And like you said, it was 7-6 California leading after the first quarter, but then Osage outscored them 21-3 in the second quarter.
That was also huge on 3rd and 10 after that Ryan King catch to extend the drive. Another long third down And this drive was capped off once again by Ryan King on this play in the flat. Not only makes the nice catch, extends the football, and so then the route was on, because the very next series, Ryan King says, how do you do? I'll take that one. 37 yards to pay dirt on the pick six for the senior tight end and linebacker, having the game of his life tonight. And then California, of course, they added a field goal to get to 10, but Osage just, that point of attack is where it's at. These front linemen for Osage, I keep talking about, Matt Barnes, Tanner Gardner, and Ashton Carter. They're making these running holes big for these guys. And then on the outside, we've seen Hunter Graber with a great block. You see it here again, right on cue with that seal. Vaughn with the touchdown run. And so your score at the half, 27-10, and saw a couple of plays here. That was a nice catch and run by Combs on 3rd and long. And then, of course, you saw the interception by Bradley, who's had a nice first half. Not only that touchdown run from 18 yards, but this INT right there and a nice little return. And so that's the way our half ends, 27-10 as we look towards this second half. California, of course, they're going to get the football first because they deferred. That turns out to be a really good move for them, because if anything can allow you to get out of a 17-point hole at the break, it's with a really fast start in the second half, and you can't do that without the football.
Well, and a couple of things that California has going for it in the second half. Number one, they've got a hurry-up offense. That's their normal offense. They don't huddle. They just get right back up to the line and go again. So it's not going to take them long if they can get things going to score the ball. The other thing they have going is they threw the ball really pretty well in that first half, and we saw from a couple of their receivers, Combs and Bryant, that they are fast. They are tricky, speedy, dangerous fast on the outside. If they can get away a couple of times, they're going to be right back in this game, and Osage knows that. I mean, Coach Jolly's talking to him about that right now.
Yeah, and if it were Osage that were down 27-10, you wouldn't feel real great about their chances, because the Osage game plan is to run the rock, try to open up some holes to do some play action and get the passing game going. They're not built for a team to come from behind. California, you mentioned, they got that hurry-up offense. Kilmer loves to throw. He's had a good season averaging over 225 yards a game through the air. And so at least for California, they've got the style of offense that if they're going to get out of this 17-point hole, this is the team to do it.
And they've got the coach to do it too. Seth Womack, a great offensive coach. And there is no way, shape, or form the Pintos are out of this game at halftime, especially on their home field tonight. But what an impressive first half from Osage, especially. I mean, the Indians, I haven't seen Osage look this stout, this strong in quite a while. I mean, it's been several years since I've seen Osage football look this strong.
Yeah, and they're riding the momentum from last week's win, and they kept it going here early. Now, if you're Coach Jolly, what are you telling your team right now in the locker room to avoid maybe a letdown in the second half?
Well, they cannot afford any turnovers on offense. That will just open the door for California. And the other thing, we kind of talked about it. We see a big catch and run here from the Pintos. They are extremely dangerous in that passing game, and Osage knows that. So he's telling his defense, you guys have to make sure you're covering your guy, and even if they get a catch, don't let them get by you or they're gone.
So we've told you about how we got to this point, 27-10. It's California's homecoming night. They are going to get that football to start the second half of play. So as we conclude our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show, enjoy the last couple minutes of your halftime break and then get ready for the second half after this.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the water tower in Lori. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second-level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
While the financial services industry for years has focused on products, pricing, and performance, or things we refer to at SRG as the how, our focus for our clients has always been around their why. And without fail, over all these years, those whys have centered around family, occupation, and recreation. Think legacy issues, retirement, or achieving a work-optional lifestyle, and checking off those important things on that recreational bucket list. Our foundational approach remains a focus on the things that matter most to our clients and the things that together we can control. And where those two things overlap, that's where we live and work every day. That's SRG Financial and the Mile Marker Formula.
When was the last time you looked at Central Bank? We mean really looked at what's possible when you combine leading-edge technology with a bank who can make important decisions locally and who can help you turn what's possible into what's real. Take a new look at the world of possibilities with Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Welcome back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. We're in California, Missouri tonight at Riley Field, where the 1-3 California Pintos on their homecoming night. They're going to get the football first here to start our second half of play. A quick reminder from our friends at our veterinary to spay and neuter your pets. That's the only way that we can ensure there's less stray dogs and cats running around our lake neighborhoods. And our friends at our veterinary are giving away yet another spay and neuter through Ozarks Cat and Canine. They're the official vet of Ozarks Cat and Canine in Laurie. And another one, our second tonight, free spay and neuter given away from our veterinary. So big thanks to them as they partner with us to bring live high school sports throughout the lake area. Not just football, but basketball. And we got something neat up our sleeve for basketball season as well this year.
Oh, man, we've got some great games planned in high school basketball, and that's just a couple of months away already.
Yeah, but first, tonight's second half is Colonius. Short kick fielded at about the 30, trying to change directions for the Pintos, and he's going to run into a handful of Indians. First man there for the Indians with the stop. That's number 11 on the tackle. That's Dylan Willenbrock, and we've seen that misdirection on the return a couple of times for California.
What a great job of kickoff coverage from the Indians. They all stayed in their lanes. Nobody was getting outside, and they even lost yardage on the return.
So on first down now, Kilmer. Really nice job pulling that in. Friedmeier, his man, nice job. Great coverage and nice close by Connor Vaughn, limiting that to just a 3-yard gain. Going to bring up second down.
Yeah, and unofficially in the first half, Osage with 10 first downs. California had 5. Osage punted the ball once, California twice, and 2 turnovers for California in that first half.
Little screen set up. It's high and it's intercepted. And that is Jackson Funderburk. That fell right into his arms. They were trying to set up the screen. Great recognition by Jackson Funderburk. He stayed home, and that ball came right to him. Get another look here.
Yep.
Funderburk reads it. He saw it coming. Only Osage player over there. Just brilliant job by the senior. And that's the 3rd interception for Osage tonight. And after just 4 interceptions through 4 weeks for Martin Kilmer, he's got 3 through 2+ quarters.
Yeah, and part of that was the pressure that the Indians defense was putting on him in the backfield. He had to get rid of the ball, put up a bad pass, interception.
Vaughn out of the gun. Takes the snap. Aiden Williams with the carry. Runs into a wall for the Pintos. First man there, Gavin Porter, the junior. Limits him to a couple-yard gain. Going to bring up second down and 8.
Nice pickup of 2 to 3 yards there on first down. Nothing spectacular, but they don't lose ground. And again, the way Osage does offense, they love to ground and pound. If you pick up 3 yards every play, they're going to be happy with that. They'll get a first down on 4th down and keep the drive alive, keep the clock moving.
So on second down and 8 now, just outside the red zone, Funderburk. Big hole, upside the 5 to the house, touchdown. Jackson Funderburk from 22 yards out. And Osage up big now, 33-10. They lead by 23 points. We're just a minute and 16 seconds in to this second half. And Chris, we said California needed to get off to a fast start. That is not what Pinto Nation had envisioned. 3rd Kilmer interception. It was Funderburk with the pick, and Funderburk with a 22-yard score. Osage 33, California 10. Kimry up to attempt the extra point. It's up and it's good. Osage running away with this one. 34 Indians, 10 for the Pintos.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
To welcome you back to Lake TV's Game of the Week. And tell you what, Osage is rolling. They blanked the 3-0 Eldon Mustangs a week ago, and it's a rout so far. They're up 24 as Colonius kicks it away. A good one here.
Nice kick.
Friedmeier fields it at his 8-yard line. Whoa. Great kick coverage. DePay blows that up at about the 11 or 12-yard line. Just a 4-yard return by Friedmeier. And California backed up inside their own 15-yard line. You get the sense Osage just on the verge of going crazy. I mean, they got all the momentum.
They are oozing confidence now. I mean, they're not just gaining confidence every quarter. They're gaining confidence every drive. And I tell you what, this team looks like it is really shaping up.
Out of the guns, Kilmer. steps up in the pocket, taking a shot, has his man, makes the adjustment and hauls it in. Big time gainer there as Cameron Combs, the junior, has it in California up to the 47-yard line. That's a 36-yard New Spring Wellness Center first down. And California wants to keep it going now at the 47. They'll keep Kilmer out of the gun. A lot of pressure. Oh, he's going to be taken down with a quarterback sack. Matt Barnes, his second of the night. And Kilmer never saw him.
Yep, good rush. Osage, the one thing Osage has going for it now, they know this Pintos team has to throw the ball. They can pin their ears back and go after him back there.
Second down and 15 after the Matt Barnes quarterback sack.
Here they go.
A lot of pressure. That's going to be incomplete. Osage all over it. Matt Barnes and Jackson Funderburg say no siree. They were looking for the screen to Tyler Oden, the sophomore. Osage sniffs that out and brings up third down and 15 with 10 minutes and 2 seconds left in this third quarter.
Yeah, big third down here for California. 0 for 5 on third down conversions in the first half. This is their first try of the second half.
A lot of football left to be played, but Osage, a lot of momentum here as Kilmer steps up in the pocket. He's got to be careful. A lot of pressure. He's going to be taken down from behind. Lucky not to fumble the football was Kilmer. Aiden Williams gets the tackle. We do have an our veterinary penalty flag on the field in the vicinity of holding or illegal block in the back, and it's a hold.
Yep.
Against the Pintos, probably going to be declined, going to bring up fourth down and long, and the Pintos going to have to punt back to Osage.
Yeah, probably so. Where they are on the field here, they really probably can't afford to go for it here on fourth down and give Osage the ball back on their side of the ball, or on their side of the field. But Pintos starting to run out of options here.
Yeah, they got Kilmer in an empty backfield, but I mean, you don't think you would roll the dice here down 24.
Do a quick kick, I'm guessing.
Yeah, look at the blanket prevent coverage by Osage.
They're going to go for it.
They are. Thrown into the flat, incomplete. Jackson Funderburg the pressure, and the Pintos turn it over on downs. Osage takes over first and 10 at the Pinto 43-yard line. And I'm not questioning Seth Womack's decision because this game's getting out of hand. But at that point in the field, fourth and 15, a little screen pass.
Yep. They know Osage is just coming after him now, and they're trying to catch him, in a blitz, in a pass rush, or maybe a punt rush there. Didn't quite work out for him. I tell you what, Osage is playing a very smart game. They're not getting fooled by any of that up till now, and they've dominated since the end of the first quarter.
How about Funderburg? He had the pick, then the touchdown run, and he broke up a screen there, applied the pressure, causing the incomplete pass as Williams now gets the carry, and no siree, that's a play Osage has gone to frequently tonight, but the Pintos stuffed that after a modest gain. So second down now, and if Osage scores here, Chris, we're going to start talking about being harder to stay in the game, because if this reaches 30 points, that mercy clock begins.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, and everything is working in the Indians' favor now because they've got the big 24-point lead. They've got the ball. They like to run the ball. They only picked up half a yard on that one, but they keep the clock moving. It's 8:50 and moving, and as long as the clock's moving, Osage going to be happy.
So second down out of the gun, Vaughn. He's content to wait, and now Shannon Jolly with the timeout. So we'll take this commercial break and be back on Lake TV.
Time to get your PWC winterized, and Dockside Marine, the jet ski place with over 30 years experience, is the place to go. You can feel secure knowing Todd is working on it. Why brave winterizing yourself and make a costly mistake? Todd will winterize at the shop while you wait, or schedule at your dock. At the shop, winterized prices start at just $80. Multiple skis get discounts. Check out midmopwc.com for all the info. midmopwc.com, the jet ski place. What are you waiting for?
And we're back after the Osage timeout. Shannon Jolly didn't like something and wanted to give his signal caller, Connor Vaughn, another opportunity to look it over. So second down and 9 Osage is rolling, and for California, they need a big-time play.
Yes, they do. They need a big turnover.
Here's Funderburk with the carry.
Wow.
Big hole, and it closes quickly, but still a nice gainer on second down. Going to bring it third down and about 4.
What a perfect night for high school football here at California here in the third quarter. 59 degrees here in California, Missouri tonight. It did rain earlier today here, but it stopped at about 5 o'clock. We saw a little bit of slipping on the field, but that was early in the game. That's pretty much gone away. And it was 7-6 California after the first quarter. Since then, Osage has dominated. They now lead at 34-10 midway through this third quarter.
It's going to be a little read option, play action, trying to get outside is Vaughn. Wow. He's able to fall forward, and now we're going to have it. No, that's Vaughn's shoes. Every time I see those yellow shoes, I think there's an our veterinary penalty flag. So that's a New Spring Wellness Center first down run for Connor Vaughn, a slow developing play.
Kind of gives you an idea of his speed, though. He's kind of got a sleepy speed. It doesn't look like he's moving that fast, and all of a sudden he's by you and around the corner, and he's got 10 yards.
You know, I got to tell you, when we get to this time of the year, nothing quite like Friday nights with Uncle Chris and the Lake TV crew. Telling you what, I just love it.
What a great crew we have.
No doubt, as Williams takes the carry up the middle. Big-time gainer, and Osage now inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance red zone, and they're content now to let this clock run. They want to continue to pick up the first downs, let that clock just continue to wind down, because we know California can score quickly, but they're going to need enough time to overcome what's already a 24-point deficit with Osage knocking on the door.
I'd actually be surprised if we see Osage throw one more pass the rest of the way. They don't need to. All they need to do is run the ball, run the clock.
Second and short. Hood now has a New Spring Wellness Center first down, and that's a young man so hard to take down. I mean, he's a hard runner. Anytime you limit him to less than a 10-yard run, it's a moral victory, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, and I remember us calling his games 2 years ago. He was a sophomore for Osage, and man, he looked like a burgeoning superstar, and he is just the last couple of games, he has come out of his shell. I'll tell you what, I would like to see Osage as good as they have gotten the last 2 weeks, with as much confidence as they've gaining, go back and play that Jeff City team they played the first week.
Yeah, you're not kidding, as Funderburk takes the first down carry down to about the 11. So a modest gain, going to bring up second down. I noticed it's fall and starting to get cooler because my cough really picks up this time of year.
Yep, there's a whole lot. You know, when you get old, things like that start to happen. You know?
I think so. Yeah, I don't feel the same I did when I started doing high school football 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Well, 9 years ago.
You're coming up on your 100th game.
Yeah, just a few weeks, believe it or not. We were thinking we had to be getting close, so we went back, and I've missed 4 games over the 10 years so far. 2 when my daughter was born.
Yeah.
And then 2 others spruced in there over those 9 years. But tell you what, I started at Lake TV because of high school football, and it's still my favorite part of what I get to do here with Lake TV, as it's an our veterinary penalty flag. Going to be an offsides on California, so second down and short after the penalty yardage marked off.
Well, and with the clock running, 5:15 to go here in the third, and Osage knocking on the door again.
Williams, full head of steam, and runs into a wall. I think he's got close to first down yardage. They're going to say just shy inside the 5, so third down and inches for Osage.
Yeah, and they don't really care at this point if they pick up a first down there. They've got a third and short, 2 downs to pick it up. The clock keeps running. It's all just win-win for Osage at this point.
Yeah, just 4:43 left in the third quarter, and a third quarter that's just flown by. Just 7 points scored, which belong to Osage, but as I said, they're about to score again. Hood now tries to get outside, and he will. Touchdown, Osage. Eric Hood, the junior, he takes a pretty good hit, but scores nonetheless. And Osage 40, California 10. The away team running away with it tonight after winning on their homecoming a week ago. Now they're spoiling the California Pintos homecoming game.
They sure are, and up to a 30-point lead now with 4.5 to go. And the thing, one of the many things that's impressed me so much with this Osage team so far tonight is how they've improved in certain things, even within the game. They had trouble with the PATs early in the game. They've gotten that figured out. They've hit the last couple of PATs. Looks like they're going for 2 here.
Vaughn, little option. He throws an incomplete. Bryant closed quickly, and Connor Vaughn wanted no part of Aiden Bryant. Throws an errant pass to Bradley. So the 2-point conversion, no good, but it's all Indians who lead by a score of 40-10.
When was the last time you looked at Central Bank? We mean really looked at what's possible when you combine leading-edge technology with a bank who can make important decisions locally and who can help you turn what's possible into what's real. Take a new look at the world of possibilities with Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
We're back on Lake TV for our game of the week, and boy, I'll tell you what, Osage, they're firing in all phases of the game. You know, you did see a couple of offsides earlier to give California a free set of downs. Also the fumble on the opening kickoff return, which you know Shannon Jolly will be eager to talk to his team about, but they've overcome those miscues, and they are dominating this game. They've put together 7 really good consecutive quarters. There's a ball high and falling on very wisely right there for California. That's Landon Dunham for the second time, the freshman, with the recovery. So California back on offense now at the 34-yard line. Just a quarter in about 5 minutes to overcome a 30-point deficit. They do have the football, but they've got to get going in a hurry.
Yeah, they do, and Osage knows they've got to throw the ball. They'll be coming after him all out. They do hand it off this time, though, and there's some running room.
Yeah, that's a nice cut right there by Volkart, the sophomore tailback. He was about to get dropped in the backfield for a loss, changes direction and picks up 5. Going to bring up second down now as California keeps the tempo moving in that hurry-up offense. Oh, in trouble. J.P. Cordula with the quarterback sack. How about that? He runs over the offensive lineman that had his assignment, and he's just bigger and stronger than everyone out there. I mean, he runs him over and gets the sack.
Yeah, very nice pass rush from several of the Indians all night long.
Well, run here by Volkart up the middle. He has a first down, a New Spring Wellness Center first down, an 11-yard run on 3rd down and 10. Go figure. California gets it on the ground on 3rd and long. So Kilmer out of the gun, as we've become accustomed to, takes the snap. He's going to keep it in Volkart's hands. He's got good yardage up to about the 43-yard line. Another New Spring Wellness Center first down. And if California can score on this drive, I mean, this game really is not over.
No, and what they're doing is they weren't getting anywhere with the pass game because that's what Osage was playing for. They've gone to the run game, and it's been paying off.
Volkart tripped up, and I'm telling you what, that's a man-like play for Osage. Number 77, Chase Wisecarver, was getting held, reached up with one arm, and tripped up the ball carrier. That was impressive by Wisecarver.
He's a big boy. He's a full-size man.
Here's Kilmer now into the flat, has his target, a great ball delivered, and that's another New Spring Wellness Center first down. This time it's Hayden Kilmer, the sophomore and younger brother of Martin Kilmer.
And signs of life for the Pintos offense here on this drive. They've looked as good as they have all night. That one gets whistled dead, though.
Yeah, it looks like Osage may have called a timeout, and they do. So California with a sustained drive here, and Osage burns a timeout. We'll take a commercial break and be back on Lake TV.
Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri. We're changing lives one lake house at a time.
Hi, we're Annie,
And Jesse Falstich
broker and owners.
of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri.
If you're looking to buy or sell lakefront property, we have you covered. We live the lake life ourselves, so we understand we're not just selling a home, we're promoting a lifestyle. Our premier lakefront specialists are here to coach you every step of the way. So visit us at lakefrontliving.com to put our experience to work for you.
As we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of high school football, California now putting a nice drive together, but as we've told you, they got to hurry, trailing by 30 points, just 2:38 left here in the third quarter. They're going to need to get it going, but more importantly, get some stops defensively, which they have not been able to do tonight.
Wow.
Nice carry here by Odin up the middle. Nice run for a New Spring Wellness Center first down as Tyler Odin, the sophomore, moves California into the Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance red zone.
3 quick first downs on this drive, and they've done it on the ground.
Kilmer in trouble. Steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be bottled up. That's another quarterback sack, this time for Osage, number 29, Caden Neubauer, the junior. A loss of 2 or 3, and I think Osage has had like 5 or 6 quarterback sacks tonight.
Yeah, they've done a really good job putting pressure on the quarterback.
Low snap to Odin. I don't think that was a design snap. That's a heads-up play by the sophomore to pick that up and just move forward because that had disaster written all over it.
Boy, and he got slammed, too, when he ran into the Osage defensive line. He was going nowhere.
So third down and long. Osage defense they've been. Will they break? Big carry here for Odin outside to the house touchdown from 20 yards out. California with a bit of life with 1:35 left in the third. And it's Tyler Odin, the sophomore running back from 20 yards out. And that's the first time California's faithful has made some noise for a while. And you noticed on third and long that drive, 3 different times they go to a run.
Yep.
All 3 times they convert with a New Spring Wellness Center first down.
Good job from the offensive line for California opening those holes on that drive, and they take it the length of the field, get a nice touchdown there.
This is always weird why these high school 2-point conversions love to spread their formation. That's going to be a run to Friedmeier, which does not work because it was an errant pass, which is a lateral recovered by Friedmeier. He's bottled up by DePay. So with 1:35, Osage lead cut to 24 points. Your score, Osage 40, California 16.
Camdenton, Quick Car Wash and Lube opened in March on Jack Corral Road, and you welcomed us with open arms. Thank you. As a locally owned business, we've served Jefferson City and Osage Beach for years with our monthly unlimited wash club. It's simple. Pull into our brand new tunnel on Jack Corral Road as many times as you want, all for one low monthly price. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional. Every time. In Jefferson City, Osage Beach, and now Camdenton.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football in Chris, California. A nice drive there. And typically they move the football passing, but on that drive, they go back to the well, they run the football, and Tyler Odin and Brooks Volkart, a nice drive. A low kick. It's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line. Nicely done for Osage. Landon Childs knew exactly what to do. Just get possession, and now let's hand it off and run out some clock.
Absolutely. Osage really doesn't need to score for the rest of this game. They just need to keep the ball, pick up a few first downs, just keep moving the ball. If they don't get it, give it back to California. Even if they do score a couple of quick touchdowns, if you're Osage, you're still in pretty decent shape. So what they want to do here is ground and pound. Run the ball, get some first downs, keep that clock moving.
Yeah, if Osage plays this right, they really can't lose this game. Funderburk with the carry, big hole there, and he's got it all the way across the 35 up to the 39. Solid piece of running. So there's 13 and a half minutes left. Even if Osage can take off 3 minutes, their next 3 possessions, and California scores both times, game's over.
Yeah, but remember last year's game was just the reverse of this. California had a big lead, almost the exact same score as we have now. Osage came from behind in the fourth quarter and almost came back and won that thing.
Yeah, California just held on for dear life. I believe that improved them to like 3-1 or 4-1 on the year, as Osage started hot, and that kind of started a losing streak there for them. But Osage, they're out in front tonight, and they're looking to make a statement. Second down and short. Williams with the New Spring Wellness Center first down. Still going before it takes 5 or 6 Pintos to finally corral him and take him to the ground. And Osage, another New Spring Wellness Center first down up to the 45-yard line. And more importantly for them, that clock continues to run, as this will be the final play of our third quarter coming up here for Osage.
Yeah, the Indians 4 for 8 unofficially on third down conversions in this game. And again, that just plays into their sweet spot. As long as they can pick up third downs, even an occasional fourth down conversion, keep that clock moving, they're usually going to win a game.
Yeah, and for California, they need someone to step up and make a play. Here's Hood trying to get to the outside. He's going to be taking the ball's on the turf, and I think California has it. And the Pintos do, and guess who? It's Aiden Bryant with the fumble recovery, and with 2.5 ticks remaining, Aiden Bryant, Johnny on the spot. Let's get another look here. Eric Hood. And it was Bryant that falls on it. Number 33 for California with the forced fumble. That's Chase Schloop, the junior. And so California with a bit of life here, they get the takeaway.
Yeah, just what they needed.
And now they're in Osage territory, 1st and 10, as this will be our last play of the third quarter. Kilmer under pressure. Great blocking up front into the flat. And Derek Bradley for the second time tonight with a pick, and it's actually Connor Vaughn. And California, right when you think they have life, Vaughn makes a play, and that's the 4th interception tonight for Osage. And we conclude our third quarter of play with your score, 40-16. We want to remind you, the only way to prevent more stray dogs and cats in our lake communities is to get your pets spayed and neutered. Our friends at Our Veterinary are teaming with Lake TV to give away another free spay and neuter through Ozarks Cat and Canine. So we thank our friends at Our Veterinary as we get another look here at the 4th interception for Martin Kilmer, and that's how the third quarter ends.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at Our Veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our Veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Wow, how about the Osage defense so far? They have given up 16 points, but 4 takeaways, 3 forced turnover on downs, I believe. I mean, they are just all over.
Very impressive, absolutely. And that was the open door for California to get back in this game. They got the turnover they needed to get. They had the field position, and they turn it right back over.
Vaughn gives it to Williams. He runs into a wall. No siree.
Man.
First man there for California, Jackson Castle, the senior. Just a modest gain of 1. And you're right. I mean, California, they scored there with about 10.5, 11 to go. It's only could have been a 16-point game.
They could have a chance, yeah. And they still could, but they need some real big breaks here. They need Osage to turn it over. You saw when Hood fumbled that ball the last time they had it. The Pintos were trying to strip the ball. They got that one. They're going to continue to try to do that. Osage has to be ready for that.
Funderburg, the second down carry. A nice job from behind with the stop. That's Austin Schuin, the junior, going to bring up third down. And, you know, I'll tell you, Coach Shannon Jolly, one of the most fundamentally minded head coaches in this area. It'd be interesting to see after that ill-advised fumble from a kid we both love, Eric Hood, if he gets to see any more playing time tonight, because You know, Coach Jolly is saying the only thing we can't do here is turn the football over.
Yeah, you know, he told him that. But it's easier said than done when they're coming stripping that ball.
Oh, yeah.
You're fighting for a couple more yards, and then all of a sudden it's gone. But it's a good point there. Good learning point for Osage.
Little reverse play with Bradley. Graber with a great block, and here's Derek Bradley across midfield. Inside the 40, Derek Bradley inside the 10 to the house, touchdown! And from 68 yards out, it was the block from Hunter Graber, the senior, that sprung him. Derek Bradley with his second score tonight, and he has had himself a game.
Wow. Boy, and did he turn on the jets down the sideline or what? He put on the burners and flew into the end zone there. What a pretty play there from Osage on this reverse.
And California had it sniffed. A shot here, but look at the block from Graber and that next level speed from Derek Bradley.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. 68 yards later, Osage a 30-point lead. They've gained it back. The extra point is up, and it is good from John Kimmery, the junior. Biggest lead of the night for Osage. They lead by 31 points with 10:24 remaining.
While the financial services industry for years has focused on products, pricing, and performance, or things we refer to at SRG as the how, our focus for our clients has always been around their why. And without fail, over all these years, those whys have centered around family, occupation, and recreation. Think legacy issues, retirement, or achieving a work optional lifestyle, and checking off those important things on that recreational bucket list. Our foundational approach remains a focus on the things that matter most to our clients and the things that together we can control. And where those two things overlap, that's where we live and work every day. That's SRG Financial and the Mile Marker Formula.
Let me welcome you back as the Osage Indians in control of this one. 68 yards on the legs of Derek Bradley on third down.
You made a great point, though. Hunter Graber, again, he had 4 times tonight. He's made the block of the game to help Osage score.
Yeah, you're not kidding. And here's the return by Combs. He's got it up to about the 30 before falling forward. And California now just 10 minutes, 16 seconds to work with here. A 31-point Osage lead. And for California, it doesn't get any easier next week. They travel to Bowling Green, who entered tonight a perfect 4-0 on the season. And for Osage, they travel down to Hallsville to play conference foe, the Indians, and they're under the direction of Justin Conyers, a coach we both really like. And that ball's on the ground, and wisely Martin Kilmer just falls on it. Been that kind of night for the senior signal caller.
Yeah, and we heard score earlier. Hallsville was leading Eldon. In Eldon, I believe that's Eldon's homecoming tonight. Yeah, that Hallsville team, and they were really good last year, too. They were like 9-1 or something like that. They've got a great young coach in Conyers.
They came into tonight just 1-3, believe it or not. I was kind of surprised to see Hallsville at 1-3 as Matt Barnes, another impressive tackle, going to bring up third down and a lot for California.
Yes, and the clock is moving, which Osage loves to see. That bad snap on first down, really putting the Pintos in the hole on this drive, and obviously they can't afford that.
Yeah, so third down and long. Martin Kilmer, a night he'd like to forget, but still out there fighting. He's got Friedmeier who comes back, and DePay going to get called for the RVET penalty flag. The official was trying to find his hanky. It's going to be pass interference on Dane DePay. He never got his head turned around, and for those Osage fans saying, come on, you have to allow the receiver to make a play on the football. So if you don't turn your head and he runs through you, a good receiver just knows, make contact as if you're going back for the football.
Absolutely.
Every time you're going to get an our veterinary
They're going to bring this back?
Well, it's not a spot foul at the high school level.
Oh, that's right, 15 yards.
So it's not even an automatic first down.
Wow, that's tough. But that was hilarious. You see that referee looking for his hanky, couldn't find it? I thought he was going to undress himself there for a bit.
Yeah, he was looking everywhere. Looks like me trying to find my mind. Where'd he go?
So another shot at third down here.
Much more manageable here on 3rd and 4. They're going to keep it on the ground, but Osage stuffs it. That line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard for Volkart, but that's going to bring a 4th down and 3. 9 minutes to go, and don't forget, following the conclusion of tonight's game, we've got our post-game show presented by Quick Car. I'll be on the field with, assumingly, Shannon Jolly and the player of the game, brought to you by Lakefront Living Realty. So 4th down, Volkart keeps it on the quick handoff, and he has a New Spring Wellness Center 1st down up to the 45. So California converts on 4th down and 3.
Big 1st down there. And strangely enough, California tonight 0 for 6 on 3rd down, 2 for 5 on 4th down conversions.
Yeah, they've been fortunate now. 1st down and 10. Kilmer up the middle. Has Oden still on his feet. Big time run. Couple of collisions and another New Spring Wellness Center 1st down for California. Now they're inside Osage territory. But since that moment, it was 7-6 California. Osage has dominated this ball game.
That was 7-6 after the 1st quarter.
Kilmer now into the flat. Nice coverage on the play. Landon Childs knocks it away, so 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion.
And remember back early in the 1st half, California was throwing those outs, and the receivers were wide open. And again, that looks like another area that Osage has improved on during this game is their secondary coverage.
And the senior Peter Damp comes off the field and a quick hitter. That's a nice completion for a New Spring Wellness Center 1st down, as they have Cameron Combs, the junior, but it's Peter Damp who's our homecoming king tonight, starting lineman on both sides. He's being looked at on the sideline here for California.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be all right. Great play from the Pintos to get that 1st down.
Taking a shot and overshoots Friedmeier, does Kilmer, so 2nd down after that incompletion.
Yeah, when they got that 1st down the play before, Osage was in a blitz, and the Pintos saw it, had the right play, and just a really nice play and pass from the quarterback there to get that 1st down. Clock stops on the incomplete. Now they roll it again.
Inside handoff to Oden, who's got a big hole. Still on his feet inside the 10.
Wow.
For a big gain. We're going to give him 19 yards and a New Spring Wellness Center 1st down. Inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance red zone are the Pintos. They've got it 1st and goal from the 8-yard line with 7:30 left in the game.
Boy, that Tyler Oden is something else, isn't he?
Yeah, he gets another call here. He's going to run into Jackson Funderburg, who takes him down at the 5, so 2nd down and goal now for California.
Wow, and he's a tough kid, too. Is he just a sophomore, this Oden kid? So that means he's going to be around a couple more years for California.
A lot of underclassmen, and guess who? I believe that's Funderburg once again.
Wow.
And he's concerned with Oden, the sophomore. Nice piece of sportsmanship by Jackson Funderburg, but he's like the little engine that could.
Yeah,
all 5'3" of him.
Is that what he is? 5'3"? He is all solid muscle, that's for sure.
They list him at 5'6". So 3rd down and goal now. California trying to keep this score, I guess you could say, decent as far as an outsider looking in. Quick hitter, the slant, and that's knocked away. Combs going to get interfered with, and that's going to be an R veterinary penalty flag, as his head was nearly taken off, and I believe Childs may have interfered with him there.
Yeah, and I think they were both going for the ball. I think Childs was making a play on the ball, so I didn't know if they were going to throw a flag on that or not. Finally, they do. Probably a little break for California, moving closer to the goal line there.
So 6:27 left. California now trying to chip into this Osage 31-point lead.
And I believe that's the first 3rd down conversion of the game for the Pintos.
The handoff to the house. Touchdown, Brooks Volkart, the sophomore. So both of these running backs are just sophomores for California. And with 6:23, back to a 25-point game. It's 47-22. Osage and California going to go for two, try to make this a 23-point game.
Good to see, too, from this California team. No give up, and they're not hanging their heads. They're getting better as this game winds down, and that will help them in future games as well.
Under pressure now is Kilmer, who throws, has his man, Aiden Bryant. The two-point conversion is good, so a 23-point game, 47-24 with 6:23 remaining as we get another look at the touchdown run from Brooks Volkart. And we welcome you back just after California's touchdown on the legs of sophomore running back Brooks Volkart from 5 yards out with the score. The two-point conversion from Martin Kilmer to Aiden Bryant. So 6:23 left, 23-point lead for Osage, and California trying onside here?
Yeah, probably. They need everything to go right for them if they have a chance to get back. Here's a nice little onside kick.
Yeah, nice kick, and fielded luckily. Once again, Landon Childs in there, and Osage has it 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Be interesting to see if Connor Vaughn's night is finished, and it doesn't look like it.
And remember, we've got the Quick Car postgame show coming up for you. William Holtz will be down on the field talking with the game-winning coach. Looks like Shannon Jolly and the Lakefront Living player of the game. Whoever Shannon Jolly chooses for his player of the game, he's got plenty of good choices to choose from tonight.
Yeah, I'd say Ryan King's got a good shot at it, the senior.
Yeah.
Obviously, Derek Bradley's had a game. Connor Vaughn. I mean, Hunter Graber with all of his incredible blocks.
Yeah.
Jackson Funderburk has been huge. I mean, Aiden Williams has had a nice night running the football. So, I mean, they do have options for days.
Yeah, they do. You might be interviewing the whole team down there.
I mean, fine with me. Means I get to spend a little more time with Coach Shannon Jolly.
He's greatness, isn't he? And what a coach he is. I mean, you see in the last 2 weeks the magic of Shannon Jolly. What makes him a great coach over the years? I believe this is his 26th year in coaching, and he's won a lot of district titles and all that. And you see why as you see this Osage team getting better and better.
Funderburk with the New Spring Wellness Center first down. Hard-nosed running as Jackson Funderburk continues to impress. And, yeah, he must have started coaching when he was like 6 or 7.
I know. 26 years, right?
Yeah, he's a young pup, that Shannon Jolly. And he's loved by not just the student athletes, but the students, really, at Osage. I ran into 3 young ladies that saw me Friday after the game, and they said, hey, do you do the Coach Jolly football show on TV? And I said, I work with them. And they're like, how can we get on Coach Shannon's show? How can we get on Coach Jolly's show?
Well,
so he's loved.
And you can watch that show. It's the Lake TV High School Football Coaches Show brought to you by COMC. And you can see that Tuesdays through Fridays every week during the season at 10:02, 2:02, and 6:02 with Coach Shannon Jolly and Camdenton coach Jeff Shore talking about last week's game and what's coming up next week.
And we have a new quarterback in there for Osage, Chris. This might be the best football name I've ever seen. Trusty Maverick.
Wow.
Can't make that up.
How about that?
So on second down, Maverick, the handoff to Williams up the hole. And here's Aiden Williams inside the 10 to the house. Touchdown from 41 yards out. The sophomore, nail, meat, coffin. Osage running away with it 53-24 as the sophomore scampers 40 yards to the house.
Wow, and he was shot out of a cannon. Look at that little bump right there, and he is gone. Gets chased down at the end there. Good hustle from the Pintos. Little too late, though. He's already in the end zone, and wow, they've hung half 100 on the scoreboard now.
Yeah, Williams, our Lakefront Living Realty player of the game a week ago, got a shot again this week as the extra point is up and good for John Kemery. So your score with 4:27 remaining, it's Osage 54, California 24. We'll be back on Lake TV.
Now is the perfect time to prepare for summer at the lake, and Serdike Yamaha is the place to go. From boats and wave runners to motorcycles and ATVs, Serdike Yamaha has something for everyone. Serdike Yamaha is family owned and operated and proudly celebrating over 50 years of serving the Midwest. At Serdike Yamaha, you'll find more than just great products. We're a full service operation ready to provide all the parts, accessories, and services you need for a great time outdoors. Visit Serdike Yamaha, your one-stop shop for year-round fun at the Lake of the Ozarks.
And we're back here on Lake TV, and it is all Indians tonight, man. Chris. They have, as you said, they've hung half 100, 54-24, and California still trucking away, trying to keep this thing close. But Osage, just unbelievable performance tonight, especially defensively. They've been blocking soundly, good tackling, and going to be a nice bus ride home for Osage as Jason Colonius with the kickoff goes out of bounds. Therefore, an our veterinary penalty flag for illegal procedure. And California has it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I think Osage, between last week and this week, they are just starting to realize how good they can really be. They started 0-3. They lost a couple of games. The first game against Jeff City, they were in that one. They kind of lost it late. They lost a game on the road they should have won, gave up 23 points on special teams. Then they ran into the #1 team in the state in Blair Oaks. Last week, they get it started turning around, and this week, they've just gotten better and better and better.
First down, back to the ground for California as Volkart with a solid gain of 8. And, Martin Kilmer's got a great arm, the senior, but, they've lost a fumble tonight. He's also thrown 4 interceptions, and with just 4 minutes to go on a 30-point deficit, California may be content just to run the football and let this clock dwindle down.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I would, too. They're going to take a shot through the air here.
Kilmer into the flat has Friedmeier, who tries to get away from Bradley, and he does. Takes Derek Bradley for another 8 or 9 yards. A New Spring Wellness Center first down. Nice piece of running right there for Walker Friedmeier, the junior. He's 160 pounds, but that tall, lengthy 6'1" frame.
Yeah. Strong. And they've got this California team, they've got a lot of good athletes. They've got a really good basketball team, too.
Run up the middle. Solid run by Volkart inside the 35. All the way down to the 23-yard line. A 15-yard New Spring Wellness Center first down, and California keeps the tempo going. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Kilmer going to keep it here. Tries to get outside, and he has Childs beat inside the 10 to the house. No, they're going to say Kilmer stepped out at the 4-yard line. A 19-yard run. That's another New Spring Wellness Center first down. California inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance red zone. They've got it 1st and goal, and they got that never die attitude going on right now.
Absolutely. No quitting this team. Love to see it on the high school level. You can see why Kilmer is such a good running quarterback. He's tough to bring down.
Volkart now up the middle. Taken down. Nice piece of tackling for Osage. In on the stop, number 29, Caden Neuerbauer with the stop. So 2nd and goal now as we're inside 3 minutes to go. And it's going to be Volkart up the middle for another touchdown. So California now with 2:48 to go. They cut it back to a 24-point game. But just 2:48 to go. And that's his 2nd touchdown of the night. Brooks Volkart, the sophomore tailback, as California now looks to add 2-point conversion. Kilmer, quick slant. and incomplete. Not a great throw. Good defense by Childs. Didn't really give Combs a chance. So with 2:48 to go, 54 Osage, 30 California.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV for our game of the week. And I'll tell you, just a weird game the way it was. Such a fast start. Both teams score early, 7-6. Well, then the whole first quarter goes with no more scoring. So that's the end of first quarter score. Since that, I'll tell you what, Osage and California scoring a buttload of points.
Yeah, it was 27-10 at halftime, Osage. 40-16 after the third quarter and 54-30 now.
As Derek Bradley recovers the onside kick, so that's all she wrote. California clinging to a glimpse of a hope. No more, because Osage with that big lead and the football. So, Chris, next week we make our return to Camdenton for the first time in 3 seasons. I believe it's Camdenton Lakers football.
Yeah.
As we'll watch them, and it looks like they may upset West Plains tonight. Really, don't know if you call it an upset, but both teams were undefeated coming into that game, and looks like Camdenton up 10 in the second half, and that's at West Plains, correct?
Yeah, at West Plains. Both teams ranked number 7 in the state. West Plains in 4A, Camdenton in 5A.
Nice piece of running on first down. The ball carrier is A.J. Bonney, the sophomore. I mean, I got to say it again, though. Trusty Maverick, the freshman quarterback, wearing Joe Montagna's number.
Wow, how about that? What a great name. I wonder if his mama named him knowing that he was going to be a football player.
I think anything you do in life with the name Trusty Maverick, you're sure to get ahead.
Yeah, my real name is Rusty Nail. I changed
I believe that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great. So 2:10 left in tonight's game. Of course, Osage next week, they'll travel to Hallsville. And for California, they're going to take the trip to the undefeated Bowling Green team as the second down carry. Number 41, Jason Colonius, the sophomore, gets the carry. He's also the place kicker for Osage, who
Good
does
leg.
the kickoffs. Yeah.
Really good leg. And coming up here momentarily on the Quick Car postgame show, William Holtz down on the field with a game-winning coach, Shannon Jolly, and the Lakefront Living Realty Player of the Game.
Yeah, I can't wait for that, Coach Jolly. I got to tell him, when I get to come do these post-game interviews with you, I'm obviously good luck.
That's right. And I talked to him before the game. He said, I sure hope I get to do that post-game interview.
I bet you so. So third down run, close to another New Spring Wellness Center first down, and he has it on the carry. Colonius once again. So with 1:18 to go, I'm going to turn it over to Chris and head on down to the field. So be right back with you.
All right, so William coming up on the Quick Car postgame show down on the field with a game-winning coach, Shannon Jolly, and the Lakefront Living Realty Player of the Game. Osage just running out the clock now, less than a minute to go. They've got it first down on the 41 and really don't need to do anything but take it and kneel down as they do there in victory formation with a 54-30 lead. And give California credit, though, in the second half, not giving up, showing a lot of fight in that fourth quarter with 2 touchdowns, both from Brooks Volkert, to make this final score a little more livable for them. California celebrating their homecoming tonight, unfortunately for their fans, not with a win. But boy, for Osage, what a game they come out with tonight. So the Osage Indians win as the final 10 seconds run off the clock. Osage winning 2 in a row. They shut out an undefeated Eldon team last week, 28-0, and they come in tonight and they win this one 54-30. It is going to be a nice bus ride home for these Osage Indians. So taking a quick look at some of the stats there. Osage with unofficially 16 first downs for the game, while California had a big second half with first downs. They finished with 14. The big key tonight, one of the many big keys, 4 turnovers for California tonight, 4 interceptions. Osage had 2 turnovers, 1 on the opening kickoff, but none of those really came back to haunt them. We had a great first quarter. It was 7-0 Osage, down by a point after the first quarter, but from there on, Indians dominate. They led it at half 27-10, and they win it 54-30. That's your final score from California tonight. The Osage Indians coming up with a big win. Coming up next, we've got the Quick Car Postgame Show. We go live down on the field. William Holtz will be talking with Coach Shannon Jolly, the game-winning coach, and the Lakefront Living Realty player of the game. That's coming up right after this.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
It's now time for the Quick Car Postgame Show.
Back here on Lake TV, it's our Quick Car Postgame Show, and Coach Shannon Jolly, 2 weeks in a row now, we've gotten to have this victory interview. I think I'm your good luck charm. What do you think?
We'll take it. Whatever. If you're going to keep coming to every game, we'll keep talking to you after the game. So, now, great night for us.
Coach, I want to talk about the way you guys started out. You know, they win the toss, they defer, great return, and you cough it over. That's an opportunity right there for your team to kind of shy away and maybe fold, but that was not the case tonight.
Yeah, we're just trying to find that place. Like, we overcame, but I'm not sure exactly that we understand exactly what we did. So we got to go back and make sure our kids understand that that's huge. You know, making that transition from something that was, something that was adverse into something successful. I think we stumbled on it tonight, but as we play harder and we continue to put the pieces together, I think that's going to be indicative of these kids. I think they're starting to figure it out.
Coach, something I've noticed the last 2 weeks is your linemen are really controlling the point of attack. You guys ran all over them, but the holes were huge, and not just your linemen, but Hunter Graber on the edge tonight had 4 huge blocks that we could see that were really the difference maker in the play.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that. It's about time somebody said something about him. He's one of the more selfless guys, if not the most selfless guy we got on the team. And, we talk to people about how much we throw the ball and how much we do this and don't, and I'm sitting here talking about how selfless he is as a teammate. Yeah. He's fantastic. And you're right, there was 4 of those. There's probably 3 or 4 of those scores that don't happen without him. Just because he didn't receive a ball in the end zone doesn't mean he didn't make it happen. So I couldn't be more proud of him. And, and that's what we're trying to build. That's what we're trying to let our kids understand, that, find out what your role is and be great at it.
Yeah, a kid that has a sophomore and all-conference wide receiver, and he's accepted his role, and you guys are better because of it. With 2 wins in a row, you guys have a tough one next week, but what do you like most about what you saw from your team tonight?
It's just about finishing games, and a little frustrating at the end, but we've got our younger players got to step up, be able to come in towards the end of the game, and we'll work on that tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. about getting them ready to finish games. We're just, I guess if you haven't done something for quite a while, it's kind of hard you got to learn on the go about how to win games and staying focused and being engaged. So we still have work to do. I mean, I'm proud of them, but there's a lot of things on the checklist that I took tonight that we got to go back and get back to work on.
Coach Shannon Jolly with the Osage Indians, tonight's winner. Congratulations, Coach, and thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with the rest of our postgame show presented by Quick Car.
Camdenton, Quick Car Wash and Lube opened in March on Jack Corral Road, and you welcomed us with open arms. Thank you. As a locally owned business, we've served Jefferson City and Osage Beach for years with our monthly unlimited wash club. It's simple. Pull into our brand new tunnel on Jack Corral Road as many times as you want, all for one low monthly price. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional. Every time. In Jefferson City, Osage Beach, and now Camdenton.
It's now time for the Quick Car postgame show.
Back here now with our Lakefront Living Realty player of the game, the senior, Hunter Graber. And Hunter, I was used to a couple years ago calling your name all the time for catching touchdowns, and we know you can still do that. But boy, tonight blocking at your wide receiver position, 4 plays that we saw from up there, sprung a long gainer or a touchdown. You kind of like sealing the edge, don't you?
Oh, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you, to accept this role you have with a new coach last season, brand new offense, and your role changes, you've kind of embraced it, haven't you?
It don't matter to me as long as we winning, as long as I can do whatever I can.
Yeah, very unselfish. And we've gotten to see now the last 2 weeks, you beat an undefeated Eldon team. You come in here and really decimate a team that's much better than their 1-3 record would indicate. 2 wins in a row. How long do you guys think you can keep this running, and how good can this Osage Indian team be?
Heck, I'm thinking all season. Rest of the game's wins.
Awesome. So of all your teammates, a lot of guys had a huge game. Anybody you want to shout out on your team?
Shoot. I mean, I could say them all, honestly. I can't even pick a single one.
That's
great. I mean, offensive line did great. Defensive line. Defense doing great. A lot better than last year. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, and 4 times you intercept California. Congratulations, man. The Osage Indians are rolling. Their senior leader, Hunter Graber, we'll be catching up with him later. We'll be back with the rest of tonight's postgame show presented by Quick Car. Now I welcome you back on our postgame show presented by Quick Car in Osage Beach, Camdenton, and Jefferson City. And Chris, I'll tell you what, the Osage Indians came in here to California and they took care of business tonight.
Yes, they did. They got better and better and better as the game went along. They fumbled the opening kickoff. We were thinking, oh man, but they get a stop on that first drive, get the ball right back, go down the field and score. They trailed it 7-6 after the first quarter, dominated the rest of the game from there as they end up winning it 54-30, led it 27-10 at halftime, and really they were in control of this one from the second quarter on.
Yeah, Derek Bradley, you saw his first touchdown, a game he had. Ryan King, another candidate, You're going to see this pick 6 right here, but you didn't get to see the 3rd down and 10 that started his exceptional night to extend the drive, and I was really glad that we got to talk with Hunter Graber because I don't think he caught a pass tonight, but he was so solid.
Yes, he
Sealing
was.
the edge. Every one of these highlights, keep an eye out for number 16, the senior, and you heard me ask him, how have you kind of morphed into this role? And he says, I don't care as long as we're winning games. You don't hear many 17 or 18-year-old kids say something like that.
No, it just shows what a great teammate he is. And this is an all-conference receiver, and every team that they play against, they double team him. So it opens up possibilities for other players. And you see on top of that, he's making blocks that open the way for scoring. Hunter Graber is just one of the keys that makes this Osage team so good, as you saw tonight.
Yeah, I can't get over how fundamentally sound they are up front, from Matt Barnes to Ashton Carter. I mean, these guys are solid. And how about the sophomore, Aiden Williams, and what he's done the last couple of weeks?
Yep.
I mean, this Osage team getting better over the last couple of weeks, catching their strides. Look out for them. And after the game, I was down there. I don't know if you guys got to hear it and see the huddle, but there's things he wants to work on. He leaves this game and he said, there's some conversations I need to have. I'll do it separately. I love that mindset that, yes, we won, but we want to clean this up, because his goal is not to win conference games. His goal is to make a run at that district championship. He's got 4 in his career, and you'll remember, he was the first head coach in 60 years to hang a district banner with the Eldon Mustangs. He did that in 2011 and 2012, and he'd love nothing more than to do it back at Osage, where he did it in 07 and 08 as well. So I'm excited for Osage. I'm telling you what.
Me too. I'm excited for us, because we get to cover Osage looking this good and this strong again. And I don't think California is a bad team. I think Osage just really whooped them pretty good tonight. And don't you love Coach Jolly? He's a typical football coach. We're going to get right back at it, 8 a.m. tomorrow, and he's coaching them up. He's got things to teach them.
Yeah, and actually, I do want to mention, too, last weekend, the Osage district, they've got this new program that Coach Jolly started, the Next Man Up program. They had their first graduation ceremony last Sunday, and I'm telling you, what a program. A lot of these young men who are seniors have been through the program the last year plus. They graduated, and they're doing some special things there, and you're seeing it now translate to on the field the last couple of weeks, because you're right, California is not really a bad team, but there's not many teams in this conference. Now, obviously, Blair Oaks would be one, but I'm not sure anybody would have beat Osage tonight.
I'm not sure they would have either, and it'll be interesting next week to see what this Osage team does against a pretty good Hallsville team that is very, very well coached. That ought to be an interesting game.
Man, what a night from Lake TV's Game of the Week, where Osage all over. I want to give a shout out to our crew. Always do such an amazing job. Megan Albers on our field cam, David Leatherberry up top. We've got Ricky Smith, our production manager, switching and running the program. Andrew Evans, our DOP, he is in there switching. Ricky's directing, and then Jonah runs graphics. Of course, this guy's Chris Schneider. Nice to have you back, partner.
And we had a special production guy tonight. Denny Benny was helping us out, too. Thank you, Big Denny.
We'd have him come in the shot, but it goes up to his chest. We're all shorter than the guy, but he was helping us get our banners up, and we love the folks over there at Denny Benny. But that's going to do it for Lake TV from our entire crew. We want to give a big shout out to the District of California. They're always so welcoming and rolling out the red carpet, so we thank this community. We love you guys. And thank you to all of our coaches who helped us. Well, that's going to do it for Uncle Chris and our entire crew. I'm William Holtz. Until next time, my friends, good night and God bless.